Here we go, 6 o'clock exactly at the MJ Morning Show. Froggy, just you and me.
Hey, buddy.
I thought just Fester was off today.
I think Roxanne is in the parking lot, just walking up right now, I believe. I've just made that up completely. I have no idea.
Let me check my text messages. Yeah, no Roxanne. Not text. Oh, here she rolls. Oh, very
nice.
Thank you so much for joining us. It's so nice of you to just
Thank you
kind of
so much for calling me out when I haven't been late in like 3 weeks. But it's like a comedy act if someone else is.
I was nervous I was going to have to be alone.
Why are you targeting me with this?
I'm not. I'm starting the show. I'm just saying it's MJ and Froggy. There's no Fester. I thought it was just Fester off today.
Do you want to stick around with me until I'm here until 3 o'clock every day? Because you're welcome to do that.
Okay.
You want to?
Yeah.
I will, actually.
Yeah, okay.
I'd rather do that than
all right, here till 3. All right. Hey, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1. Does my microphone sound a little clearer today? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Did you demungify it?
I did.
Oh, really?
Well, I didn't demungify the microphone, but that could probably use that as well. No, I took home my pop filter, my screen here, and if you're watching MJ TV, I'm going to tilt the microphone toward the camera so you can see it. I have this. I'll take it off. See, this is the RE27 electro voice microphone without the pop.
What are we beatboxing now with the Fat Boys? No Fester's here, so we're going to play Fat Boys all day.
This is a little pop filter, and it does. I guess when you're beatboxing, it doesn't work. No, but do that. Let me hear that.
Remember the guys who did that out of nowhere?
Who were those guys?
I don't know.
Boys.
But some of the folks that can do that beat, that's very talented stuff.
I follow a YouTube page of a father and daughter beatbox duo.
Of course you
and
do.
And the girl kills the dad because the dad's from the 80s and she's new and she's like, that's amazing.
Of course you follow a YouTube beatbox channel.
Mother-daughter or a father-daughter duo.
So you follow what? Close to 400 different YouTube channels for
I'm over 500.
All kinds of insane obscure crap.
503.
All right, so I took my windscreen, my little pop filter home. Actually, I just popped, didn't I? I took this home and I soaked it in vinegar all day yesterday.
Oh, I'm sure that smells good.
Oh, that's so gross.
And it smells like salad dressing.
Oh, I'm starving.
No, it doesn't smell. So I soaked it in vinegar all day and all night. And just before I left the house, just after 5 a.m. this morning, I took it out of the little glass dish that it was soaking in, and then I just ran it under the sink, and then I just washed it all with water, and it's got no vinegar smell whatsoever.
Nice.
And the screen is just crystal clear. It's just beautiful now. All of the spit mung that collected over the last 6 months is gone. You know?
That's good. You don't want to, did you like picked each little piece out?
No, I soaked it in vinegar.
I guess that's the lazy way to do it.
And then there's all kinds of, like, look at the, what do you mean the lazy? What do you want me to take?
You need to get a toothpick and pick out each little piece.
Pick out each little piece of spit mung.
Oh.
Anyway, so I was just asking if my microphone sounded even clearer right now because I've got a new clean pop filter.
Sounds great.
Is what I'm saying. All right, a couple of things. Ooh, thank God the studio does not smell.
Yeah, that was bad yesterday.
What happened?
Oh, Froggy, I'm going to brain you over there. I did get several emails and direct messages on Instagram. You can always email me, folks. My email is open to you all the time. My private email is mj@mjmorningshow.com. It doesn't get any easier than that. And then, of course, to send me a direct message on Instagram, I'm Certified MJ Radio. My DMs are open. Certified MJ Radio. So I got several contacts from folks saying that was the funniest thing they ever heard. Some dude said he nearly rear-ended a car while listening to
Can
what
I tell you where that went wrong for me?
Yeah. Why don't you tell us where it went wrong for all of us? And why don't we explain what Froggy did? Here at 6:05 for the early morning crew,
yes.
For those that are listening from the very beginning, Froggy brought in a cardboard bucket with this green plastic top. It's a Lincoln Logs bucket.
Yeah,
I don't know.
In the office.
It was in your office
or
in
the car? Fester's kids. I dumped out all the Lincoln Logs and used that.
Hold on. Why does Fester have a bucket of Lincoln Logs? We're talking about almost like a Home Depot sized bucket.
You know why?
Right?
Why? And so Froggy brings in this bucket. It says Lincoln.
Hal did.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Hal, Herman, Froggy. All right. So whoever brings in this bucket and says, MJ, got a surprise for you. And, of course, I'm immediately suspicious. I'm like, all right, what's going on here?
It's a mystery bucket.
Snake's going to jump out of this thing. What's the deal here? I know some kind of joke or prank is going to be pulled on me. I open up the top lid, and it is the most horrific smell I've ever smelled. And Froggy, or Hal Herman, put a dead rat in there that they found behind the building and brought it in for me to open up. And folks, the reek and the stink of this decomposing rat, it was overwhelming. It would not leave the studio. Where I grab a can of air freshener and it's broken. It doesn't work. So then Andrew rushes out and grabs another generic. Oh, no. We had a generic one. Andrew grabbed some kind of, minty fresh or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
Some kind of Lysol spray. So where'd that come from?
It's all over the place. It's in every studio.
Was that from the ladies' restroom? Where? Oh, from engineering. So now we got dead rat smell in here, and then I'm spraying this mountain fresh scent of whatever.
Oh, when you talk about it, I actually could smell the rat again.
No,
it's like in my olfactory senses.
It's in your olfactory memory.
Yeah. Here's the problem, MJ. I didn't know it was covered in maggots and flies. I didn't realize.
Listen, I don't need to get that descriptive at 6:07
I didn't think
in
it
the
was
morning.
in that condition. I thought it was in better condition.
My God.
You know what though? I realized when I smelled that rat smell, I've smelled that before in people's garages.
There you go.
So they do, you'll have a rat crawl up and die.
I'll tell you what I needed. I needed that white stuff that Jodie Foster put under her nose in the Silence of the Lambs. That's the crap that I needed, man. Oh, my. Froggy, if you do that again, I'm going to brain you. I'm telling you right now.
Hopefully I'll never find a decomposing rat again.
How did you pick it up, or how did Hal pick it up?
With my teeth.
Oh, stop.
I used a pooper scooper.
Stop. You don't have a pooper
There was one in the office, unopened, I swear.
Oh, now we have
somebody sent it for mystery thing.
Now we have a pooper scooper in the office?
Well, it's been used.
All right, folks, I've never been in the morning show office. Well, I've walked in maybe once or twice over 3 years.
Me neither.
But I don't use the morning show office. What is it, like a hoarder's house in there?
You should really go in there with a video and just take videos of all the memories.
So just kind of walk around and do an inventory?
An Instagram Live, people will love it.
All right, 6:08 MJ Morning Show, just getting rolling. Hey, Fester's not here because he's selling RVs up at this big RV super show up in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Because a couple of times a year, he works for General RV after the morning show. Because his morning show doesn't help make ends meet. So he sells RVs. So Fester goes up with the whole team for this huge super show. He's not here. Guys, wait till you hear. Since he's gone, Fester has said something to me a couple of times over the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to reveal what Fester has said coming up this morning on the MJ Morning Show, so stand by. Going to be a pretty jammed up show. Don't move. Pat's got traffic. MJ Morning Show back in a minute.
Still green and gold.
6:20 and the Bee Gees. Hey, Roxanne, quick question for you. How many surviving Bee Gees are there?
Well, if they've all had CPR to staying alive, then they probably all made it. So I'm going to say all 5 of them.
All right, first of all, there are not 5 Bee Gees. All right. There are not. All right, Froggy.
2, right? How many? 3?
All right, so how many surviving Bee Gees are there, Froggy? Do you have any idea?
Well, BBBG is dead.
What?
Gary BG's dead. Sarah BG's dead. GGBG's dead.
How about CBGB?
See, that's good. No, I think Barry's dead. The one that was like, ha, he's dead. And the one that was like, ha, he's dead. All dead.
All right. So the Bee Gees, there were not 5 Bee Gees.
But it rhymes with staying alive. The 5 staying alive. That's why.
There you go.
There were 3 Bee Gees.
3. Okay.
3 Bee Gees. And it was Barry, Robin, and Maurice. Whoa.
Whoa. What was that?
Little Steve Miller reference there.
There you go.
Came up on my Spotify playlist while doing my walk last night.
Always nice when a little Steve Miller pops up. I'm a joker.
Some people call me Maurice. Woo. There you go. All right, so Barry, Robin, and Maurice. Which Bee Gee is still alive?
The Gangster of Love, Maurice.
Hey, Roxanne, any idea?
Which was the middle one again? Barry, Steve?
Barry, Robin, and Maurice. There's no Steve.
Robin. I picked Robin.
No.
I should have known. Barry.
Barry is the survivor.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're both wrong.
So yeah, if I bring up the dates here, so Robin Gibb, he died in 2012. That was Robin, and then Maurice Gibb died in January of 2003, and that just leaves Barry, and Barry is still alive. So, then Andy Gibb. That's right, Andy Gibb. So Andy Gibb was, but there were, but the Bee Gees consisted of the 3 brothers, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So what was the deal with Andy? Andrew, do you have any idea?
He was a solo artist.
Yeah, but why was he ever part of the Bee Gees?
No.
Yeah, why?
I'm too good for you guys.
Why did they exclude Andy Gibb? Right, Andy Gibb died the youngest. He died at like 7. No, maybe it wasn't that young. No, but he had like a solo career. You're right, back when I was a little kid. All right, 6:23. I don't know where the hell that came from. 6:23 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, can I speak to bus drivers for a minute?
Sure.
It's 6:23 in the morning. It's a school day, so plenty of bus drivers are getting ready to, pick up kids for school, right? You've got the elementary school kids, you got the junior high school kids, you got the high school kids. So the buses are getting ready to move all over the place. I saw a story which I thought would be an interesting topic of discussion, and the headline was, "School bus driver retires, says, hey, kids, screw you!"
Whoa.
No,
Just walked right off the bus?
No. Let me finish. I'm embellishing a little bit here. But a school bus driver has retired after winning $100,000 in Powerball.
Oh, good for them.
$100K.
But wait a minute.
What?
I just want to point out that.
Better save that up.
Yeah, I just want to point out that, hey, bus driver,
$100 million.
Yeah, $100,000 might not really carry you all the way through retirement.
I mean, that's a lot of money for a life.
But wait a minute. So it's one of the lower prizes. This is a bus driver in Louisville, Kentucky. And didn't we talk about like all these bus problems?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
they didn't even make it home until 10 o'clock that night of school. And then they canceled buses for the next 2 days.
There was a story out of Kentucky where the buses at schools in some systems were so screwed up that some kids didn't get home till 10 o'clock at night.
I'm sorry. I said they canceled buses. Then they just canceled school the next couple of days.
And then we parlayed that story into that we've had bus issues in Pinellas, in Pasco, in Hillsborough. So we've had various bus stories because there's a shortage of bus drivers. So here's this Kentucky bus driver that quits, retires after winning a $100,000 Powerball prize, some, lesser prize, obviously. But does somebody want to knock on this lady's front door and let her know that you might not be able to retire on $100,000 because she doesn't look that old?
However, what's a bus driver's salary? That's probably 3 years worth of salary.
No, you take the taxes out on the $100,000. You're not walking away with $100,000 net. She, might be walking away.
Not making $35,000 in her salary. She's got to pay taxes on that too.
And that's an expensive net, $100,000.
Hang on a minute. She walked away. I have the exact number here. She walked away after taxes. She walked away with $71,500.
Okay, so that's 2 years of her salary. So maybe she's going to spend the next 2 years figuring out what she wants to do.
Yeah, guess what? She's going to be living in a van down by the river. I mean, I just want to point out that $100,000. The lady looks to be. I can't. I don't see how old she is. She's been a bus driver. The lady's name is. He's pictured with his wife. So the bus driver's James. So James Kuhn. And he's pictured with his wife. All right, so it's the guy. The guy was the bus driver, and I'm looking at his picture. He looks to be maybe early 60s. So I don't know. Maybe
might be able to retire.
I don't know. I'm just trying to point out that $100,000, and then after taxes, that typically is not like retire. The guy looks like he's got another 20, 25 years of his life left, according to his picture. And I'm just saying that's not like winning $100 million, $100,000 win.
It's certainly not, but we all have different thresholds for the amount that we could win in Powerball or whatever that would keep us from going to work.
Listen, maybe this dude is going to eat generic cat food out of a can from Family Dollar. I don't know. Or what's the cheap one, Dollar Tree?
I think he might be able to afford like some fancy feast if he's going to eat cat food.
Oh, you think so?
Good for him.
Hey, Andrew, was there ever an update? We never got to the story. We never got to this. This is a local item, and we never got to it. I just was going through my pile during the last break. I was going through my pile of just leftover material from earlier this week, and I got a lot of stuff. Every day, I over-prepare. I over-prepare, and I just make this show so nutrient-dense.
It's crazy.
It's crazy!
What's the most nutrient-dense? It's like a V8, maybe?
No,
the show?
That's highly processed stuff there. Yeah, pasteurized, processed.
What's the most dense drink?
I think they kill half the nutrients in that thing.
Jeez.
All right, so, Andrew, can you see if there's an update on this? Because I have the original story. Did you see that some turd burger, I didn't say burglar, but did you see that some moron, some schmuck on wheels quite literally dumped a whole bunch of 55-gallon drums of petroleum product on the side of the road in Hillsborough County?
Petroleum?
Yeah, like barrels full of like some kind of oil product, 55-gallon drums. And I know that Crime Stoppers of Tampa Bay was offering a $5,000 reward. Hey, bus driver, come on, solve this crime and add another $5,000 to your deal.
What was he making, a time machine? What the hell?
No, earlier in the week, I saw the story. Somebody dumped 8, not 1, not 5, 8 55-gallon drums of some type of petroleum mung on the side of the road in Hillsborough County. I would imagine that to properly dispose of that would have been costly, would have been expensive. So what some people do is they just dump crap on the side of the road. And this is egregious.
Yeah.
8 55-gallon drums. So it happened at the end of August, around 1 in the afternoon. So they didn't even do this in the dead of night. They did this like in the middle of the day. And it happened along Port Sutton Road off of Highway 41 in Hillsborough County. And there's actual surveillance video that shows what they think was a Jeep Grand Cherokee. And it goes by, and it's got a trailer on the back, and all of the barrels are on the back of the trailer. And then the truck is seen going the other way, and whoops, The trailer is empty, and then, of course, these 855-gallon drums are found on the side of the road. And, well, I don't think it takes a master detective to figure out that they dumped the barrels on the side of the road. So, that's horrific. People dumping crap. You see furniture, mattresses, but this is like some kind of icky, sticky, nasty environmental hazard petroleum product times 8 in these giant barrels.
It's going to kill all kinds of creatures.
Well, guess what? If you know who did this, you could pocket a quick $5,000 if you call the Crime Stoppers at Tampa Bay at 800-873-TIPS.
I'm going to turn into Fester.
Right.
Give him my $5K.
And if you want to report something from Mons Venus or 2001, it's 800-873-TI. Ooh.
Hey. I always love their number.
Can't say that one. All right. Six. I don't know what's the matter with me.
You're a little giddy today, huh?
I am.
Good.
I think I might be hopped up on edibles. No, I'm kidding.
That's so you.
No, Froggy just told me a Fester edible story.
No.
Is this not for broadcast?
Oh, no.
Oh, is this not for
You
air?
know what? Maybe it is.
I think it is.
For all the crap he gives me.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, plus I got to tell you what Fester said. All right, so let me mark this down.
He asked you a question, right?
He did.
So it's
No. He made a statement.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fester made a very, very turbulent statement to me. All right. Fester edibles. Fester statement. All right. Oh, and
you
then,
guys just love talking about people when they're out of the room.
And then-
I love it.
And then I had a memory come back out of nowhere of like a scheme and a manipulation I pulled off.
Good for you.
Yeah. When I was a bit younger. I don't know where it just popped into my head just like half an hour ago. I don't know what the hell. All right. 6:31 at the MJ Morning Show on this busy Wednesday. And we'll do some morons in the news next. Hold on. We're back in minutes. Don't move. The best morning show, the best entertainment, pound for pound, every day. The MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Andrew, our producer, just walked in and told us a story. And he should have told the story when I was talking about this maniac, this environmental monster maggot that dropped 8 barrels of petroleum, 55-gallon drums, off the side of a road in Hillsborough County. Just dumped 8 big, giant 55-gallon drums. So we're talking about, and there's a $5,000 reward from Crime Stoppers at Tampa Bay. Who's this cretin that did this? And then Andrew rolls in during the commercial break. Hey, I once saw someone dumping stuff. I'm like, dude, why didn't you tell us the story on the air? It would have been perfect. So before I get to morons of the news, Andrew, you're lucky you didn't get shot, but that's a whole different story. All right, so
yeah.
Now, what did you do, and when was this?
This was several years ago. I have to pull up the pictures to see what year it was.
If you were to guess, 5 years, 10 years, 8 years, 6 years?
More than 5 years.
Okay.
And
more than 5? Less than 10?
Less than 10.
Less than 9? All right, anyway, so tell us the story.
You want the story or not?
Where were you?
Okay, was watching a vehicle on Smitter Road in the Carrollwood area.
Smitter Road?
Yeah, it's just south of Pierce.
Smitter.
I never heard. It sounds like you made that up. Yeah, I was on Smitter Road. So, where is that?
Just off of Smitter Road, just off of Pierce, east of Del Mabry.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so what happened?
And there's a little wetland area there, a pond, and somebody was dumping pool supplies in that spot, and another driver and I saw this, we chased the car down.
What kind of pool supplies?
Like
buckets of
just
chlorine?
in the pool, replacing the piping and stuff.
So it wasn't chemicals. They weren't.
No.
They weren't dumping buckets of like chlorine and
this
shock
was equipment.
So just dumping old like plastic and metal equipment.
Correct.
And just dumped it on the side of the road.
Right. He backed up his pickup, slammed on the brakes, so it all would dump out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you saw this.
Yes.
And then what did you do, you good Samaritan, you?
Myself and another driver who saw this as well, chased him down and made him go back and pick it up.
Well, how'd you do that? Would you wag your finger at him? How'd you make him go back and pick up the pool supplies?
We told him what we saw and we would report him.
So you said, hey, we have your license plate number. We saw what you did.
And I sat there and watched him pick it all up. And after he had it all loaded, I was taking pictures of it.
Yeah, let me tell you right now. After he had it all loaded, he drove 2 miles away and then did the old, slam on the brakes and then pull off quickly and dump it out somewhere else, probably.
After he finished loading it, he drove up next to me because he saw that I was taking pictures. And
Did he flip you off?
Said something like, did you get what you needed?
Oh,
I was like, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Wow, look at you. You ought to be one of those like community service patrol guys, you know?
No, when it's in my neighborhood, I try to make sure things like that don't happen.
Oh,
Look
nice.
at you. You're like the grumpy president of the homeowners association.
No, I don't
guess
like
what?
homeowner associations.
I have an HOA story.
This
Froggy,
is a nice segue.
Froggy, this is brilliant. Did you know that I had?
Yeah, I did actually. I set it up for you perfectly.
No,
Thank
you.
you.
All right, what's my story about then?
Oh, it's about what were we talking about?
No, believe it or not, I've got an HOA story from Morons in the News. Yeah, I hate HOA. Listen, HOAs can keep the next door neighbor from having all kinds of old rusted appliances and a car up on blocks in your front yard. So I get that. But a lot of HOAs just get overbearing and they're all up and through your business and it just gets obnoxious. And then you've got the stories where they'll fine you and then put a lien on your house. And what started out as like something silly, like, oh, you can't have that flag on your porch, then turns into like they foreclose on your house. I mean, there are some horror stories with HOAs. And listen to this one. Family upset after they got an eviction notice from the Neighborhood Homeowners Association. Why? Because they said that the family's pet tortoise was not an approved pet in the neighborhood.
Come on, a little turtle?
What freaking business is this of theirs? This happened back in June, and a little teenager by the name of Jaden Cannon, this is in Hoover, Alabama. They got a notice from the Ross Bridge Homeowners Association that he would have to give up his beloved pet turtle, Fred, a pet tortoise, because it wasn't on the approved list of pets.
It's just sad. So where's the tortoise going to go? To Tortoise Rescue?
Well, it went to a Chinese restaurant for turtle soup.
Oh, my God, I'm starving. I'll
No.
eat a turtle foot in 2 seconds.
So this is just awful. That they would torment a family. Oh yes, your tortoise and your house is not an approved pet, so they were going to move toward eviction. What? See, this is why people hate HOAs.
That's right.
You know, it could have been a cocaine turtle. It could have been like out of control, biting people, running around like the cocaine bear.
Cocaine turtle.
That's a movie right there.
But here's the deal. It does have a happy ending. This got all kinds of traction, like locally in Alabama. It went up on social media. People were raising funds to hire lawyers to fight the HOA. They had like $1,200 in donations. That'll buy you 2 hours with a lawyer. All right. They even printed up Save Fred the Tortoise T-shirts. It's like a, Save Ferris kind of deal, you know? Well, guess what? the HOA did an about face, and they realized that they're a bunch of schmucks, a bunch of a-holes, a bunch of ass clowns, that the HOA reversed themselves, and the family's able to keep the turtle. How intrusive.
Yeah.
Why would you go after a family? It's not like they had a mountain lion as a pet.
God, that would be so cool.
Not like they had a honey badger.
No.
Honey badgers, did you know that's one of the toughest animals on Earth?
I think that's why I said it. I don't know. And that stupid video that circulated 15.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the 15?
Honey badger don't care.
Yeah, exactly. 15 years ago, 18, whatever the heck that was. So anyway, they came around and they rescinded their eviction notice, and they then said that the tortoise would be approved. But why? I mean, really?
That's just what HOA people do. I just found out an HOA story about myself. So I had. Do you guys remember?
They want you to stop hanging your bras all over the backyard. Is that it?
Do you remember me telling you guys a story about one silly little plant that was providing great privacy between me and my catty corner neighbor? Like it was like a palm frond, basically.
Yeah, I don't. You told us a story?
Yeah, I think I did.
I remember.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is. No, you don't.
Froggy, no, you don't.
I remember.
No, you don't.
No, I
This
don't.
is a while ago. So I was talking with some neighbors, and they're like saying how they hated those neighbors. I go, oh, I hated those neighbors. They came after me about my silly little plant, and we got into it. And she's like, did you know they're in the cartel? And
Wait
yeah.
a second.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they're like,
Now
oh
we're
my
talking.
gosh, you went up against the cartel. So that was like a little thing. But then another neighbor chimed in, no, they weren't the ones with the problem with it. It was Carol from the HOA who had a problem with it. Carol, who lives 10 streets over.
Yeah, you're
like
making
that's what they do.
Why don't you use the real name and not Carol?
It was the El Chapo family.
So
The cartel next door.
So a plant that has nothing to do with anyone, that no one can see, that's in two backyards
kind of
that
a
back
plant?
up to
they
each other.
tried to say it was a violation.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's providing privacy so they can't see me nude and I can't see them nude, and that's what I want.
Yeah, that's why HOAs on many levels just suck.
Yeah.
Just get out my business. I mean, worry about important stuff. And you give somebody just a little bit of power, and then they get all power hungry. They abuse it.
Yeah.
I mean, they just want to point out every little thing. And
It's like my mini motorcycle accident or incident when I got pulled over. And what you do when the HOA person approaches you, you say, shut your face, get out of my face, bitch. That's what you say. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's an official statement.
there you go.
When I got pulled over on my mini motorcycle by
But-
mine,
Yeah.
that's what I said.
How to handle HOA encounters by Froggy. Thank you.
You want me to
oughta-
say it again?
You oughta,
Yes.
No, you don't need
Okay,
to.
okay.
You ought to come up with a pamphlet, though.
A shirt.
That's what you ought to do. All right, 6:50 at the MJ Morning Show. You know what? I didn't even get through even like a tenth of my morons of the news. Got to one story. All right, I'm going to carry it over because I have really, really good stuff. And we'll continue with spectacular idiots next on the MJ Morning Show. Weather Tight Mike is waiting for your call. Show at Q105, 701, rolling up on 702. MJ and the crew minus Fester. It's me, MJ, Roxanne, and Froggy. Andrew in the producer's booth, but Fester is off selling RVs in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And by the way, to get to his hotel last night, they were on the Hershey Highway. I'm sorry.
You do the George McFly laugh.
Is that what?
Hysterical.
Yeah. All right, listen, that's just stupid. But I can't help myself.
Gotta say it.
Hey, this is pretty bizarre. Out of Seattle, this sounds like a Plant City story or something. Out of Seattle, a guy breaks into a family's home. So we've got a home invasion in broad daylight. And the police body cam footage captures the confrontation of the Seattle police going to this home, daytime home invasion, and then the perp chugs gasoline. What the hell?
I saw that video.
I mean, this is unbelievable.
He did it numerous times, right? They tried to stop him.
Yes.
He was in a garage.
I mean, what the hell?
To kill himself?
No, but it's not good for you.
No.
You know, I had this in the pile. This happened like a week or so ago, but I had it in the pile, and I'm like, you know what? There's no expiration date on a story I didn't do about a maniac home invader that then chugs gasoline when he's approached by the police.
He was getting down. I mean, he was chugging.
I mean, how could? Oh my! I'm getting nauseous just thinking about it.
Is that like a new TikTok challenge?
Oh my! Froggy, don't even say that. So, the Seattle Police Department, they went to this neighborhood a little after 11:30 a.m. after a man said his 17-year-old daughter told him that someone with a wooden stick was trying to break into their home. The man breaking into the home was identified in charging documents as Christopher Michael Abbott. Shortly after climbing through the window into the home, he's rummaging through the kitchen, ate some pizza and chips, then starts talking to himself. The daughter hides inside a closet and calls 911. Police get there, and the daughter was too scared to then come out of the closet to answer the door for the cops. So while still outside, the police said they heard a loud banging noise coming from inside the house. Fearing for the safety, they broke through the front door. And officers said they found the man inside the homeowner's car in the garage and saw he had a can of gas and a hammer in his lap. When they asked him to get out of the car, he started drinking gasoline from the gas container. What the hell was this guy on?
A gasoline? I'd say.
You know, there are some people who love the smell of gasoline. But
I like the smell of gas. Yeah, I mean, come on. Just because you like the smell of gas when you fill up the car doesn't mean you drink it.
No. I kind of like the smell of Band-Aids, but I definitely don't like it when food tastes like Band-Aids.
I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me. You like Band-Aids?
The smell of them.
You ever chew on a used Band-Aid?
Oh, every day. MJ, have you heard of the newest TikTok challenge?
I don't want TikTok mentioned on this show.
Have you heard of the newest challenge?
Unless it's in a very derogatory fashion, because TikTok is a Chinese spy operation.
Okay,
that
never
the
mind.
Communist government is collecting all of our data, they're ruining our kids. What's the story?
The Walmart TV Smash Challenge.
No, that is not.
They go to the sport.
That is not true.
They go to the sports section. They get a bat. They go to the TVs and they smash it.
Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Are you serious?
How does this thing work?
How does what work?
The computer.
Well, just click on Firefox or
what's the website? YouTube.
What?
YouTube.
YouTube.com.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah. Froggy follows.
All right.
All right. So Froggy's on YouTube doing a search right now, and Walmart TV Smash.
Right.
Walmart TV Smash prank.
Here we go.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait.
Can I bring up the audio or
you have a dump button, right?
I do.
It's only 36 seconds. I can't imagine it's anything too crazy.
What? That litter?
Concerned to me to. All right,
Here we go. Let me get to
you
it.
know she.
All right. So this woman's.
This is
Is that all you have to tell me? Yes.
Here we go.
Here. I know. I kind of like this one.
She's looking at the TV.
Yeah, she's back on the TV wall at Walmart.
Pointing to it.
What you think about this one?
Pointing at another TV. Oh my God, he's right there.
Oh, the Walmart guy with the vest is helping her out.
What you think about this one?
Okay, who has this one?
I don't know.
You got the
Here he goes.
Walmart guy with the light blue vest, and she's looking at TVs with.
What?
Oh my goodness! Can you help him now?
Wow, bravo. That was one of
All right, so wait a minute. She took a bat and
She took a bat,
smashes
smashed
the
it
TV
right
at
there.
Walmart.
Look, right here.
Right in front of the
Customer service guy.
Right in front of the Walmart guy with the light blue vest with that little Walmart little starburst sun thing.
She has a bat in her hand, and she just went bink and hit it right there.
All right,
and then it
that's-
goes, what? And the TV's broken.
Oh, that's look at the screen. Obviously, the TV's broken.
And she goes, boop.
And so does she put the bat down and try to act like she didn't do it? And
Dude,
act like
I don't know, and I don't understand how this
Yeah.
stuff happens.
How
this is
are-
one of the worst I've seen.
How is she getting away with that?
Oh, I would
There's-
imagine she got in trouble.
It wasn't a massive swing though. This is all for viral. They're trying.
I don't know.
This
It's
is like for.
But
It wasn't
MJ,
yes.
it wasn't a massive swing, but she
She
is
did.
vandalizing a very expensive piece of
Oh,
merchandise
she-
in the store.
She broke the TV and she should be arrested. She should be hooked up and cuffed and stuffed. Absolutely.
But she could have gone, hey, I'm going to bring my own TV in and plug it in, and I'm just going to break it. Can you act like you're surprised?
Hey, you know those Goodwill donation boxes you'll see like in parking lots sometimes, or like at a Goodwill location after hours, you can just drop stuff in the box.
Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody dropped a human skull inside the Goodwill box out in Arizona. Goodyear, Arizona. Oh, Andrew says that the TV smash lady was arrested.
Yes, the videos of that is available too.
Okay, so that's available as well.
She would have had to have been arrested.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you smash a TV at Walmart, you call the cops. You know, a lot of Walmarts, I've seen police, like off-duty security working the joint. All right, so, can you imagine? You're emptying out the Goodwill box at a Goodwill location, and there's a human skull inside. Oh, man. So they called the medical examiner's office. Well, they called the cops, and then the ME out in Goodyear, Arizona, they show up and they took possession of the skull. The hell? That's nuts. I mean, listen, you can buy skulls online. There's a website called Skulls Unlimited. Is this true?
Come on. Sounds like a Simpsons episode.
Go back over to Fester's computer and microphone.
Yes, sir.
Type in, go to Bing or something. Or
Bing, what's that?
Well, I'm
It's
trying.
a search engine.
I'm trying to say anything other than Google with the big antitrust thing coming up.
Just do the show.
All right. So
Where do I go, Google?
type in Skulls Unlimited and bring up. Let's see how much it costs to buy a skull on Skulls Unlimited on their website. Why are you in Google Maps?
Yeah, I seem to be messing up
Why don't
something.
you get out of just go to regular
Maybe it's a
Google?
computer because
I've
Fester has
never
a hard
related
time
with what's
Dude,
happening.
Just get out of Maps.
Help!
Just close it. Exit out. Exit out.
Okay, how do I do that? Oh, X. All right.
Just open.
Start fresh.
Start fresh.
I'm
There we go.
nervous.
All right, there we go. Type in Skulls Unlimited. All right, let's see how much a skull is. All right, look, Skulls Unlimited. Outstanding customer service. Look at that.
All right.
Oh, look at this.
There's a dinosaur skull, right?
Wow, look how
Yeah,
expensive.
that says replica. That's a replica.
well, it's not
That's a
going to be
polar
real,
bear.
right?
All right, now hold on. Real research quality human foot. You can
What?
buy.
I want that. Look at that. Oh, you can buy a claw, a foot.
All right, hold on. Go to Skulls. It's prototype Skulls up there. All right, skull. All right,
Anything good?
hold on. Aardvark skull.
Golden cat.
African golden cat skull.
Dolphin.
Hold on, these are replicas. I want the real stuff. Okay, real American beaver skull.
Oh, beaver skull look terrible.
Nice beaver.
Thanks, just had it stuffed.
There's a porcupine skull.
Where are the human skulls?
All right, show more.
Filter human skulls. All right.
Oh, is that an alien?
I don't know what the hell that. Anyway, so I guess
Okay, I'll keep
we
looking.
don't have time to search for this site all day long. But hey, Froggy,
Yes, sir.
you would be a moron in the news because you wouldn't do what this kid did.
What did this little punk do?
Well, Froggy, you're quite the fisherman.
You know, I like to think of myself as a avid fisherman.
And I have a story out of Iowa. Are you whispering?
happened?
What are you doing? Hold on, Roxanne. Why you're whispering over here?
I'm not whispering. Okay.
You're like you're talking to yourself over there. Why are you talking? What are you playing over there? We're doing a show, and you're like of other audio sources going on.
I'm sorry. One of my yoga videos popped up, and I thought my computer was on silent.
Put your phone
so many
in.
Zoom calls around this place that
Whatever.
I had it
All right.
turned up. Okay,
All right, so Froggy, this guy's just lucky you didn't hook this wallet while fishing.
Why? I still have a purse wallet remember I told you of the one I found?
Yeah.
I still have it.
Yeah, and that's my point exactly. You didn't try to hunt down who it belonged to. Was there ID in it?
Yeah, I tried to. I think she's dead. This was 20 years ago. But I also found a gun.
Well, we know about the gun. You've talked about that. You guys were magnet fishing, right?
Yep.
Dunedin Causeway?
No, not there. Not there.
That's exactly what it was.
No.
All right. So this is out of Iowa, and this kid is fishing and hooks a wallet that was dropped into the lake, reels it in. Inside the wallet, $2,000 in cash.
Whoa.
First of all, who the hell is fishing or who the hell's on a lake with a wallet with $2,000 in cash?
Tony Soprano when he took out the Stugats.
Anyway, so the son and the father, they were fishing. The kid hooks the wallet, brings it up, wallet with ID or a business card inside, $2,000. They hunt down Iowa farmer Jim Denny, and they returned the wallet to the guy, $2,000. And what I said was, man, this farmer is sure as hell lucky Froggy wasn't fishing, because there's no way in hell Froggy would have given the $2,000 back.
Dude,
you would have, right?
No,
yes, because MJ said, you want to have time to tell a story, but MJ set me up years ago, and I gave the money back. He overpaid me $10,000 on my check, and I did the right thing.
That's right. I dispersed money to the crew for syndication.
And he overpaid me.
And I gave Froggy an extra $10,000 to see if he would.
And what did I do?
You told me, hey, well, it took a couple of days. You were
I was contemplating.
You were pondering ripping me off. All right, 7:14 at the MJ Morning Show. When we get back, we start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. An hour and 20 minutes of nonstop content. Fester said something very rude and disruptive to me recently.
No.
And since he's not here, I'm going to tell you what it is. And it affects everybody in this room.
God.
Wait till you hear this. Hang on. Next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Don't move, and a whole lot more, because we have an hour and 20 minutes to fill. So there's a lot of crap coming up, trust me. All right. Hey, folks, MJ here with Roxanne and Froggy. There is no Fester today, and I thought this would be a good time to bring up something that Fester said to me. Actually, this has happened numerous times over the last, I would say, 6 months. So I'm gonna go into a zone which might be a little uncomfortable, but I think it's important to discuss this, and we shall in just a bit. Hold on, let me just finish something up here.
Oh, take your time.
Yeah, excuse me.
I just said take your time. We're just doing a show.
Oh,
well, it's
so
okay. No,
wait, you giving me a little of my own business back? Is that it?
Yeah. While you do that, people loved your Cuban sandwich photo yesterday. By the way,
hold on. What? That's what I'm answering right now.
Oh man,
this is the second time we've done this today.
That's what I'm answering. Hang on. All right, So I just finished. I was just answering somebody. So I am Pool Fit wrote to me and said, I need the model number and specs of that camera.
Yeah.
That I took the picture of the Cuban sandwich. That is hysterical. You're bringing this up out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. So on my Instagram, folks, and I encourage you to give me a follow and check out my Instagram. I'm Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow. I took a picture of a Cuban sandwich yesterday. Man, I was just jonesing. So I'm driving home. This is a little after 10 a.m. yesterday. I'm driving home. I'm on the Howard Franklin Bridge, and I don't know what the hell came over me. But I just have this craving. I have this hankering. I just, my mouth starts drooling. I'm like, you know what? I want a Cuban sandwich right now. So, you got a couple of places on Kennedy. You've got La Segunda, which is phenomenal, and they bake their own famous bread. You've got that Floridian little cafe also near the iPhone Fix-It place. And, I've been to both. I tend to go to La Segunda a little more because Michelle likes their egg and cheese on
those are good.
On toasted La Segunda Cuban bread. So, but listen, both places are good. So here's the deal. I point the car to La Segunda, right? And it's also right next to where I work out because I work out twice a week at X-Force Body, which got my next appointment tomorrow. And I'm telling you, man, my arms, my chest, I mean, I've been doing this since February, and my definition, my muscles have come.
Didn't you make me feel your pecs recently?
Yes.
Okay, that might be an HR issue.
You want to come and feel my pecs again?
Oh, you're spectacular.
Thank you. So I went to La Segunda to grab a Cuban, and I took a picture of it. And man, it was good. The picture's fantastic. And a lot of comments on this thing. And listen, out of nowhere, why did you just bring it up? You just said I didn't even tell you I was answering a question about the picture of the Cuban sandwich from La Segunda on my Instagram. They thanked me, by the way, but I have no idea if they know that I'm MJ from the MJ Morning Show, even though my handle is Certified MJ Radio. But so why did you bring it up out of nowhere?
I just was hungry all of a sudden, and I was like, gosh, that sandwich that MJ posted yesterday looked good.
Yeah.
That was a food trap.
You get the drip. You get that little drip coming out of it. Ooh, just make sure you don't get it on your shirt.
You know what was nice about that photo? The angle.
Yeah. So what I did was
in there.
I ate outside, and I wanted to get a picture, and it was too shady underneath. So I took the metal tray they serve it on, and I walked to the back parking lot, and the sun was perfect. And I had the sun. Listen, lighting is everything. With TV cameras, with regular still or digital cameras. I mean, lighting is everything. Lighting is like more important than even having a camera. All right?
Yeah, it really is. I'd rather do no makeup and a decent light than terrible lighting and the best makeup in the world.
Lighting is everything. So I took a picture of this Cuban, and the picture's really good. And this guy even asks me, what camera are you using? And I just responded to him. And I said that I'm using a Pixel 6 Pro from Google. The phone is 2 years old. And I even commented that I'm getting the Pixel 8 Pro when it launches in a couple of weeks. The next Google event, I think, is October 4th. And listen, iPhone, they just, you got the iPhone 15 ready to launch, which, oh, geez, I'm waiting for my kids to start begging for the 15. Ah, man, Chloe, Julian, hey, Dad, the iPhone 15 just launched. See, the kids are iPhone, and they think that Mommy and Daddy, Michelle and me, they think that we're just a bunch of dweeb nerds for being on Android. But listen, I like Android, and I don't want an iPhone. I've got an iPad. I've got a 12.9 Pro, but I tend to use my Surface. I use my Surface 99% of the time now. I love that Surface that we got from, remember, who turned us on to these Surfaces is Don the IT Guy.
That's right.
DonTheITGuy.com. I never even thought about a Surface. Now, it's my main computer now. I've thrown my Lenovo laptops essentially to the curb. I've got one in here, but at home, I use my Surface Pro 8. I use that thing 99% of the time now.
Wow.
I barely touch my iPad these days. All right, so where the hell was I? Anyway, so on my Instagram, this picture of this Cuban sandwich from La Segunda yesterday is incredible. And you know what happens? I've got all these other places coming out of the woodwork, and saying, hey, you got to try our Cuban. You got to try our sandwiches. Hey, let me mention a couple. So, and then listeners are like, you got to try the Cuban sandwich here. You got to try there was one place, let me see, the cracked pepper. The cracked pepper, they sent me a note. MJ, you should, they left a word out. MJ, you should obviously see us at the Cracked Pepper Cafe. We are the 2023 winners of the best traditional Cuban sandwich at the Ybor City Cuban Festival. Send Fester, and I will buy him lunch. Why would I send Fester? I'll go. I'll go try your Cuban at the Cracked Pepper.
Yeah, wait, what? You get to try everything.
What?
You're a crackhead.
And then
not fair.
Then La Segunda Bakery, they commented, thanks so much for the love at Certified MJ Radio, but they didn't follow me. I wonder if they even know that I'm MJ from the MJ Morning Show.
Maybe we should call him and tell him.
No, that's okay. At La Segunda. And then when there's another sandwich place. Oh, then everyone's commenting, oh, you ought to try the Cuban here. So I got a bunch. What's this? The Flan Factory, is that a place?
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, they say try the Cuban at the Flan Factory as well. Then here's another one. MJ, you need to come to La Isla Cafe in Sefner. You'll have the best Cuban sandwich ever. Anyway, listen, there are a lot of great Cubans. Because of the Cuban influence in the Tampa Bay area, there are a lot of good Cuban restaurants and Cuban sandwiches here in town, obviously. And then I got this keto lady that stalks me, and she's like, "You got to stop eating that, man." I'm like, I have a Cuban once every month and a half or 2 months. Anything in moderation. Stop being the food police on me. I'm not going to an all keto diet or something. I don't know what. Anyway, so thanks to everyone that did respond. I do appreciate it. I have another Instagram thing I've got to talk about because the photo has gotten a lot of attention, and I haven't told the story yet. Do you guys know about the Pelican Brief?
Oh, is that was Julia Roberts or Matthew McConaughey in that? Who was in that movie? Pelican Brief. I think it was Julia Roberts.
Well, I'm not talking about the movie, but I did a little cutesy wootsy play.
Pelican Brief.
I've got to talk about the Pelican Brief, and that is the encounter that Michelle and I had with the Pelican. And the story was going sadly, then the story got better. Hold on, I'll get to all that in a second. This is a very, very important story, and it happened to Michelle and me over the last couple of days. We didn't think there was going to be success, and I've got an amazing story to tell in just a minute. First, though, the Fester situation. And we have to decide whether we want to try and call Fester's hotel or his cell phone as he's at the hotel, which I think is right off the Hershey Highway. Up in her.
You already did that joke.
I know. I can't.
And you acknowledged that it was silly.
I can't stop myself. All right. So Fester is not here because he works for General RV right off of I-4 in Sefner, and he sells RVs. When we shut the MJ Morning Show down first in 2012, Fester and the whole crew had to look for jobs, and Fester got into the RV business. So Fester, after he leaves the MJ Morning Show, he goes and sells RVs, and he makes a lot more money doing that than working on his show. I have nothing to do with that. So Fester is with the whole General RV team. They all flew up to Hershey, Pennsylvania, because there's a big RV show this weekend. So I figured this would be a good time to bring this up with Fester, not, interfering or, trying to, talk over us as I tell the story. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this. And this might shock you, Froggy. This might shock you, Roxanne.
I'm not shocked easily.
I realize that. Fester has brought this up to me numerous times. The last time was last week. And he gets me in a private moment.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
inspiring, kind of.
Well, say it
Doesn't
again?
sound inspiring to me.
No, conspiring.
Oh.
Like he's conspiring.
Oh, I thought you
with
said firing, and like, yeah, you're on the. Well, you're on the.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
conspire and fire.
Yeah.
You're on the right path.
Yeah.
All right. This is what Fester has told me on numerous occasions. I think it's like 4 or 5 at this point. Fester has said to me, and I'm going to try to paraphrase what he said to me just last week. MJ, you know this is a 3-person show.
3-person show. Let's see what he means by that.
So he's suggesting that it's me and 2 others, not me and 3 others. Because MJ, Fester, Roxanne, Froggy, that's 4. And of course, Andrew's our producer, but I'm only counting the main member of the show. So yeah, 4.5. So what does Fester mean by this? Well, Fester has elaborated in the past, and he says, he thinks it's a little too crowded. Like people vying for microphone time.
Says the guy who gets the most words per show.
Whoa.
Right?
But what do you think about this? I mean, Fester and do you think he's suggesting that he should be eliminated? No. I think what he's suggesting is that
Me or Roxanne?
Froggy or Roxanne should go. Do you guys know that he's brought this up? Do you guys know that he's talked about this?
He brings it up to both of us separately. Like he's brought it up to me.
Hold on. He's brought this up to you as well?
Always.
Wait a minute. He's never brought it up to me. What is that? Does that make me the... I want to let everybody know right now. I will leave this show. I promise you I will.
Right, so
I brought a dead rat in yesterday hoping I'd get in trouble. It's impossible to get in trouble here.
It is. Froggy has smashed the walls.
It is impossible.
Froggy has smashed the walls. He's broken thousands in furniture in this building.
Look at the studio. Look at the walls.
Just they throw it away in the dumpster quickly before anyone knows. All right. So when's the last time that Fester said to you that, this is really a 3-person show, sort of advocating that one of you guys gets ejected?
The last time Froggy was on vacation. He says that anytime one of us is gone.
Oh, and when he's here and someone's gone, he'll say, really?
Because, but MJ, this is very simple. What is it that I have said to Fester, to him and to you? He feels like a good show is when he is the biggest contributor. And that's not for me to decide whether that's the mark of a good show. But, he's fantastic. He's funny. So a 3-person show means he's talking more, so it feels like a better show to him.
Well, guess what? It is a 3-person right now because Fester's not here, and it's me, Roxanne, and Froggy. And I think we're doing a great job today.
No, we need all of us as an ensemble.
Oh, listen,
I believe that.
We're like,
I like the whole team.
Why don't you take some calls on this? I'd be interested to hear what the audience thinks.
Should I call Fester?
Get them all pumped up for a show.
So here's the deal.
Man, he's a little crap talker, man.
Yeah, he is. He's a crap talker.
What happened to him?
Well,
he didn't used to be like
he's like a little grumpier and angrier than ever before. And he's I'm telling you. You know what?
Cheese-eating rat.
Let's go to phones. I'll tell you what. What are your thoughts, MJ Morning Show listeners right now? What are your thoughts about Fester making a mention to me on numerous occasions now? The last time was last week, and it has apparently made why didn't you ever bring this up to me?
I thought I had, I'll talk about it with him. You're not always listening to us.
So when I'm not here, he says it to you, meaning I shouldn't be here.
He always says this is really a 3-person show.
Because he thinks he's the funny.
I have a question. Yeah. Did it used to be a 3-person show? Like, hasn't it always been a big
7-person
show?
17-person
I used to have 19 people on this show.
Right? It's
We're in economy mode right now.
Interns have their own microphones.
You know what? Let's go to phones on this. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Let's go to phones. What are your thoughts on Fester conspiring to eject either Roxanne or Froggy and suggest that it's a 3-person show?
Did he say this while I was gone this week?
Yeah, well, I think that's he brought it up last week. That's right. While you were gone that's why he brought it up again. You know, MJ, this really is a 3-person show. It sounds bad.
I got a better one for you.
Yeah.
So, I'm supposed to go out of town next week, right?
Yeah.
I'm gone Thursday, Friday. So I'm debating, do I take Thursday off or just fly out Thursday and come work Thursday with you guys? And Fester always, every time
Take it off.
It's okay. Take it off.
Go.
Take it off. Go.
That's right. He does do that.
I noticed that
all
last
the time.
week.
All the time. I could be like, I'm 2 and 3. I can't decide between 2 and 3 days. Take the whole week.
He's like an absence pusher.
Yeah, he is.
All right,
Meanwhile, I have to actually put in for time off, unlike,
Him.
Yeah, none of us ever put in for time off.
I do.
No one keeps
I'm the only one who has to follow the rules around here, oddly.
I haven't put in for one day off ever since I've been here, almost 3 years.
Okay.
I don't even know what that system. I've never even logged in. All right, so
I have an answer to all of this. If you want the answer, but I want to hear from the call. The answer is we are better when everybody is here because it's like a big party and everybody's dynamic can work off each other. Fester and I can fight together. He told me, you know what else he told me one time? This is great. Great. He told me that he tells you he makes you funnier than anyone you've ever worked with.
Wait a minute. What? Hold on. He's told you that? I thought it was going to be something creepy like you ought to go braless in the studio. All right, wait a minute. So he said that he makes me funnier?
Yes.
Wow. Maybe he does.
Maybe he does. I'm not arguing it, but he's putting it out there. He's a good marketer.
I mean, his head has gotten bigger than his freaking belly. All right, let's go to phones.
Wow.
800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. What are your thoughts on Fester secretly, telling me and I guess Roxanne now that it's really a 3-person show?
Well, if you notice, and when you're listening to the show and Fester's back, everybody listen to, and I hope he doesn't hear this, but Fester, I think in his mind considers him your number 2 guy, your co-host.
Right.
Yeah.
So whenever you're done talking, I don't even attempt to talk because I know Blowhard's going to start going immediately. So he's always second voice to you.
Why don't you start challenging that?
Well,
Sounds like crap. When I do it, we talk over each other and you go, you guys stop talking over each other.
I did that the other day. You're like, could you guys look at each other? I'm like,
This is a
Fester's
little
never
behind the
going to look at
scenes,
me
isn't it?
because he's always going to look at you.
Well,
He thinks it's you and him talking.
Well, part of it is our studio is such a lousy setup that we don't have great line of sight. 7:43. Let's go to phones. MJ Morning Show. William. Let me grab Michael first, then I'll grab William. Michael, you're on the MJ Morning Show in Tampa. Hello, Michael. Welcome.
Good morning. Okay, do not do this. Do not ask the listeners. You have a certain Pisces on the show that takes everything to heart. And, after a while, these Pisces, they tend to freak out. And, don't ask because you're going to have an upset Pisces all day long.
Well, who's the... hold on.
Who's the Pisces?
First of all, the only thing I know about the astrological symbols is that I'm an Aquarius. I have no idea. Who's the Pisces on it?
I'm a Pisces.
Oh.
Whoa.
Bingo, the most unluckiest sign in the world, but the most loved.
Okay, you're weird.
All right, so, Michael, all right, so what are you saying? Do you like the show with all 4 of us, or do you like the Fester suggestion it's only a 3-person show?
Yeah, keep it at 4 because your Pisces is always doing texting anyway.
Hold on.
What are you talking about, Michael?
Wait
I'm
a
very
sec.
confused.
Hold on. Say that. You got cut off. So the Pisces is doing what always?
She's always busy on the text lines anyway.
Oh,
This guy's a hater.
Listen, Michael, I got a lot of street cred around here. I kind of do 9 million things, so I'm good.
Thank you, Michael.
That explains the red scarf hanging from your jean pocket.
William in Newport Richie. William, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's a 4-person show. Every single one of you needs to do your contribution. But let me just say this: Fester can at times act like a runaway truck. He even tries to take over you, MJ. But at the same time, at any given moment, Froggy can't get his face out of his phone because he's on YouTube or avoiding one of his 500 subscribed channels. And then Roxanne's always got her nose buried in the text, which I understand. That's part of her job.
Okay, but listen, those are both of our jobs, because do you see how when MJ brings up a random subject, Froggy would be like, wait, I saw it on a YouTube channel.
Yes,
and
sir.
that's kind of people's workflow.
Just don't get
you
it,
have
sir.
to kind of be listening and then also having your finger on the pulse of what the listeners are feeling about what you're talking about.
All right, thanks for the call, William. Appreciate it. Oh, Sherry. Let's grab Sherry in Tampa. Sherry on line 5. Hello, Sherry.
Hi. So,
Your thoughts, please.
yes, I love Froggy because he pushes back against you all the time. So I love Froggy. And I love Roxanne. And Fester kind of sucks up to you a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? Do we keep the show as a 4-person show, or do you like Fester's suggestion that it's only a 3-person show?
No, I think you should keep everyone, but that's not nice that he's saying that.
Yeah.
Maybe he wants to push out someone.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. Sherry, thanks for the call. Emma is in Clearwater. Hey, Emma, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Hi.
Hey, Emma, go ahead.
I just wanted to say I like the 4 People show and I want Uncle Fester back.
Oh,
Aw.
Emma, how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emma. Have a great day at school today.
Must be one of his daughter's friend.
All right. Bruce is in Largo. Man, look at the phones. Every line. The minute a line drops, someone else is calling in at 800-990-1047. Bruce, Largo, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yes, what do you think of Fester's little conspiracy?
Well, he is kind of right. You are the host, and the other 3 are the show.
Okay. So, what, you want me to go?
No,
Oh.
you're the host.
All right. Oh, so, all right. So you're
All
saying,
right, yeah.
No, but he's saying he wants a body count of 3. So me and 2 others, not me and 3 others.
Yeah.
No, you and 3 others. The
Yeah,
other
no,
3
but I get it, and I like the way it works. But Fester is trying to say that we could lose somebody, that the show is tighter and better without one of the people.
Nope, sorry, he's wrong on that.
Yeah, listen, I agree. Absolutely. Thank you, buddy. Let me grab Jesus calling in. Jesus, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, MJ, I got a question. Didn't you have a 3-person show when you first came to Tampa, and Fester was one of them?
When I first came to Tampa, it was MJ, BJ. We had Jason the Buffoon Boy and some scraggly, skinny, pencil neck guy. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who had minimal talent. What was it? Mike? What was I can't remember. Anyway, so
Minimal is none.
But then toward the end of midway through, we had like 5 interns on the show every day.
Yeah, it was constant.
We had a massive ensemble, back in the late 90s and through the 2000s. So, hey, thanks for the call, Jesus. Sully in Pasco. All right, a few more and I got to move on.
Hey, Sully.
Yeah, Sully, you're on the MJ Morning Show. By the way, great job landing that Airbus 320 on the Hudson.
Thanks. Yeah, those birds, no one saw it coming.
Yeah, no one saw those damn Canada geese getting ingested in 1 and 2. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, 2 things.
I love how you thread the needle between the 2 towers of the George Washington Bridge, by the way.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I let my actions speak louder than words. I don't talk about it anymore.
There you go. This guy's playing along. All right, go ahead, Sully.
Hey, you guys are awesome. 2 things. Number 1, Froggy is the funniest guy in the show. He should stay there. Number 2, it should be a 3-man show. Bye-bye, Fester. Watch your words.
Oh, look at that.
You said
That was blunt.
You said 3-man show, and I'm like, I'm out.
Thank you.
He said 3 men. I was like, oh, but then no, it was
Sully,
Fester.
Sully wants Fester not to have a successful landing.
There's no way you could take
Guys,
Roxanne
take
off the
care.
show.
Thank you, Sully.
She's so important.
3 more calls. I got to move on. So if you're just tuning in, I just kind of spilled the beans. And then Roxanne confirmed that Fester said it to her privately as well. Fester, as late as last week, has brought up the fact, and this is when Froggy was out.
Call him.
You know him. I will. I'm going to call him in a second. So Fester said, MJ, this really is a 3-person show. So he's sort of conspiring. He's suggesting that I lose one of the people on the show. And of course, it's not him, so he's suggesting that like Roxanne or Froggy ought to go.
Okay, but I want to pause right there before I know we've got 3 more calls. I have to tell you something very important.
Yep.
Do you see what the problem is with that? in addition to going behind the backs, the problem is he doesn't want to make it better. It is its best form when it's the four of us because we all have different strengths. So it's like, what can we do to make sure we don't talk over each other? Or what can we do to really build each other up? Because it is a different vibe today because none of us are fighting because Froggy and I don't fight. But it's kind of fun when maybe people like to hear Fester and I fight.
Rich and Ruskin, last 3 calls. Rich, go ahead.
Yeah, the real Dominican Rich here. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hey, Dominican Rich, thank you, buddy. What do you think?
Listen, man, I'm gonna be totally honest. I listen to this show for Froggy.
Oh, sweetheart,
dude, Froggy.
Froggy.
You ought to use this. You ought to get this audio and use
Andrew,
it.
cut this up, please.
Use it for the next contract negotiations.
Put this on my tape.
I'm telling you, Froggy is the man. Roxanne, I love you. You're a MILF. You're hot. You're dope. You're a great mom.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You drink 2 bottles of wine with no problem. I love it. It's great. MJ, you're cool. You're funny. MJ, you're great. Froggy, Fester, he can go with no problem.
Oh, so wait, he's flipping the script here, and he's suggesting we eject Fester.
Wow,
look at that.
I'm telling you, if Froggy or Roxanne go, I'm leaving. I'm never listening to the show.
Oh, my goodness, sir.
Thank you, Rich.
It's an outrageous claim.
Love you guys.
Dominican Rich, love you too, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate you listening. Hey, make sure you tell 3 people, Rich. Dominican Rich, tell 3 people a day to listen to the MJ Morning Show on Q105, okay?
You got it, brother. I do it every day. Trust me.
Thank you.
I think Rich thinks I'm an alcoholic.
All right. Well, I got to wrap this up because I want to call Fester. I want to try to ambush Fester. He might be listening on the app.
I'm sure he is.
He might be. But he hasn't called in. Hold on, let me check my cell. Let me see if he... And then I got to tell the Pelican brief story.
I know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to go, yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah. And then he's going to just...
No message.
Be an ass about it.
Mike in Tampa, final call on this. Mike, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
What's up, guys? I've been listening to y'all since, man, I was in Booker T. Washington High School. I mean, this has been the early days when you were MJ and BJ.
Wow.
But, your show's like a watch, man. If you take a gear out, it's going to be all screwed up.
You're right.
That's so nice. That's correct.
It's like a finely tuned Patek Philippe or a Lange und Söhne or Lang & Sons.
I'm a Belova watch guy. I'll take that.
Yeah.
But MJ, you're smart. You're super smart, but naive at certain things. Froggy's a loose cannon. Fester's an all-encompassing guy, and then you get the lady perspective from Roxanne and all the stuff she brings. It's a watch, man.
Hold up, Mike. What am I naive at?
You're like a guy who just fell off a turnip truck.
Hold on, let him answer.
Hold on.
Let him answer. I asked him a question.
Show, Mike.
Mike, go ahead.
You ask MJ about something like weed or something. He's like, I've never done that, so I'm not quite sure exactly how the devil's lettuce goes. It's all good.
Devil's lettuce. Well, it's better than being nose deep in the devil's dandruff.
Right.
The devil, we call that crazy snowflakes. We don't want none of that.
Nose deep in the devil's dandruff. All right, buddy. Hey, Mike.
And the foursome works really well, and then I hope you guys keep up with it.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
All right, let me wrap this up by calling Fester and see if, and I have no idea if he's going to pick up. But now, after this, I got to talk about the Pelican brief, and this is just a heartwarming story, folks. Aw.
Okay, so I think Froggy needs to be the one to talk to Fester when he
No
answers.
way.
Yeah.
No,
You need
I'm
to
not talking to
confront
him.
Just confront him and just say, I hear you like threesomes.
Screw him.
Hey, Froggy, what number did I just call?
813-310-8444. Everybody text him and let you know how you
I
feel.
wonder how many people have texted Fester that we're talking about him.
Hello.
Hello, Fester.
Hey, guys.
Good morning.
Okay.
You listening to the show on the app by any chance?
Not this second.
Oh.
But I listened this morning.
Oh, so you did not listen over the last, let's say, 15 minutes?
No.
Oh, very convenient.
Very convenient.
Very.
Froggy, why don't you go ahead and broach the subject and how this came up and what was just said?
I got to do it? Why do I got to do it?
Go ahead.
Because it was news to you. It wasn't news to me or MJ.
Well, Fester, MJ just went on the air and said, Fester has told me numerous times something that might affect the show and might make it awkward for people in the show. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Probably.
Okay, why don't you take a guess?
That I'm a week-to-week employee?
No.
Nope.
That's another one.
Okay.
Okay, be careful what you confess at this point. Maybe it's,
What kind of a show do you think this is? How many person?
Oh, it's a three-person show.
What a jerk.
Fester, I just brought up the fact that you've told me on numerous occasions, and the last time was last week when Froggy was out at his hardware convention in Indianapolis, that you told me, I've said that it's a three-person show. So who are you advocating goes, Fester?
Andrew.
No, that's a five. He's the fifth person. So it's me, MJ, it's Roxanne, you, Fester, and Froggy. We're four. You've told me three persons. So who, but of myself, Roxanne, or Froggy, who do you advocate goes if you say constantly that, and you've told Roxanne this apparently, it's a three-person show. She just informed me of that.
I just tied it together that you're always like, if I'm like, I'm going to take a day off, take the week off, Roxanne.
So Fester, tell me, who should go? Answer the question.
To Roxanne's point, I'm all for taking days off regardless. I mean, at the end of the day, the company's not going to give you a gold medal for showing up and not spending time with your family. But I'd probably me.
Oh, really?
Aww. Well, we don't want that.
I'm probably odd man out on that equation.
So you're advocating that you leave? That's what you've been advocating all along?
The show, when all four of us are in there, sometimes I feel that there's too many people chomping at each other and we're walking over each other and, or two people talk at the same time. And I, professionally think that sounds Bush League, and I'm as guilty of it as anybody, but it's a different vibe in the studio when there's three people, regardless of who the three are.
Well, all of the listeners, for the most part, think that the show is great just the way it is.
I'm with you. The show is excellent, but I think we have room to improve as far as becoming a sharper sword.
Okay.
So should we just eliminate one of us?
So Fester's bailing out right now. So
I didn't know you were into forging.
Listen, it's I constantly think about ways for our show to improve, and one of the ways is that we not talk over each other. And it goes back to the damn studio being such a pit that I can't see Roxanne standing 2 feet from her, and I can't see Froggy.
Yeah.
So I don't know when Froggy's about to take a breath to talk,
Yeah.
give the funniest thing of the day, and then I say, and we both say at the same time, and nobody hears it.
I think you're just backpedaling right now, sir.
All right. Well, we'll see you soon. Hopefully you sell some RVs. He's up in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And when do you start? Today?
Yeah, so I'm at the RV show right now. I just got here.
Gotcha. All right. Anyone kicking tires at 7:58 in the morning?
No, right now it's just a bunch of hungover salesmen who smell like cigarettes.
Oh, does that smell like booze and cigarettes? All right, Fester. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, goodbye.
Look at that.
What a rat.
He's fallen on his own sword.
Yeah, that's the
Look at
only
that.
way he can wiggle out of that.
Yeah, how about that?
Sounded very noble.
All right, let me move on to the Pelican brief. And it is the last photograph that is posted on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. Andrew, could you grab the picture of the Pelican, and if you could put that on our website as well. So Andrew will grab the link to the Instagram. For those that are not on IG, we will post it on mjmorningshow.com, and it'll be in the As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. So it'll be posted as the top item in just a few minutes at mjmorningshow.com. Let me tell you the story. We had an injured pelican in our backyard. We live in South Tampa. Our home is on Tampa Bay. And I was making cacio e pepe the other night. And this was Sunday. And Michelle's like, you were talking about using that block of Locatelli Pecorino Romano. I had a pound and a third block from Costco. And when I don't have Sardo Pecorino, then the Locatelli works fantastically to make cacio e pepe. And cacio e pepe is cheese and pepper. That's the translation in Italian. And cacio e pepe is just a cheese sauce. And you finally grate the pecorino. You have the spaghetti, and I only use bronze die cut pasta. I use like a Rumo, which Publix now carries. Rumo is fantastic. Or I like Rusticella di Abruzzo. That's what I used on Sunday. And the Fresh Market, they sell Rusticella di Abruzzo. And so it's the pasta, it's the grated cheese, it's the pasta water, and it's pepper. That's it. 4 ingredients. That some people will mix some Parmesan. No. Some people will add olive oil and butter. No. Just the 4 Roman ingredients is what you want. And I've perfected it. I make a paste. It's delicious. You roast the whole peppercorns for a few minutes, and then you smash them up in a mortar and pestle for the fresh cracked pepper taste. And listen, cacio e pepe done right is phenomenal. And most restaurants cannot make a cacio e pepe as good as what I make. That's just the bottom line. So I'm in the middle of cooking this for Michelle on Sunday. And I look outside. I'm like, what the heck? Because our kitchen looks right out into the backyard and into Tampa Bay. And on my seawall, I've got a whole wrought iron fence around my seawall. And I see a pelican trying to get through my fence. Now, keep in mind, in between the bars on the fence, it's only like, I don't know, like 5 inches maybe, 4.5, 5 inches. And the pelican is sticking its head through the bars, and it's like trying to get through my fence into the backyard. I'm like, that's not right. Something's wrong here. So the pelican was able to walk up a ramp onto my seawall off of the water and is trying to get into my backyard. Then it realizes it can't get through. The pelican starts walking along the seawall, and I'm watching this. I'm like, Michelle, look at this. And then we notice that the right wing is all drooping, and it can't really move its right wing. I'm like, oh, man, the pelican is injured. And I didn't know much about pelicans. But we started calling some of these bird rescue places. This is Sunday night at like this is like 5 p.m., Sunday. And it's like, are we going to get any response from any of these bird rescue places? So we make some phone calls. We get some calls back. So finally somebody shows up like 7:40 on Sunday night from one of these rescue outfits. And the pelican, we've again identified that the pelican has a wing problem and can't fly. And if a pelican can't fly, then they can't dive for their fish to eat. And I didn't know at that time that this was a juvenile pelican, but I've since found out that it's all brown. It's kind of small, so it's like a juvenile, maybe a year old. So it really hasn't learned all the ropes yet. So the pelican then walks along my seawall, jumps into the neighbor's yard, and is like pooped out, tired. It's just sitting now on the ground. Then my neighbor has a fountain. So the pelican then walks to the fountain and gets water and is in the fountain, but the whole right wing is drooping. It's not running away from us. Then it just kind of roosts on the ground on my neighbor's seawall area. And finally, after a couple of hours of monitoring this, and we made the cacio e pepe, we enjoyed the cacio e pepe, it was perfect. The picture of my cacio, me grating the cheese with a microplaner. You know how long it takes to grate a pound 0.3 block of Locatelli Romano with a little microplaner? It takes a long time, but that's the love I put into this. Wow. And then I also, once I mix in the pasta water. Oh, and you want to cook, by the way, where else could you get pelicans and pasta in one segment? Huh. All right, so you want to cook your spaghetti or whatever, or bucatini, whatever you use. You cook it in minimal water. I do it in like a big frying pan. You cook the pasta in minimal water to accentuate the starch. You want maximum starch water. And then I make the paste with the cheese, and then I even use an immersion blender to turn it just crisp, totally creamy, and it's fantastic. Then you blend in the pepper. All right, so back over to the pelican. So the pelican is pooped out, so now the rescue person shows up, and the pelican's just sitting there, eyes are closed, it's worn out, and the rescue person has a net and misses, and the pelican jumps into Tampa Bay. I'm like, son of a... It was a botched attempt. All right, and I'm like, I was just pissed off. Anyway, so we've been watching for the pelican, and guess what? The pelican shows up again yesterday. So the pelican's in our backyard again. Dogs are going crazy. So it has memory, so it came back up my little ramp onto my seawall, and again, it's walking on the same exact thing from 2 days earlier. I'm like, oh, my God. So in the meantime, we found another rescue place, And they had come out the next day. They had come out, this other rescue place had come out on Monday, and the animal was nowhere to be found on Monday. Then yesterday, it's back. Ladies and gentlemen, the pelican brief, injured pelican. This pelican was going to die. Couldn't feed itself, something wrong with the wing. So, I mean, Michelle and I sprung into action. We wanted to save this pelican. So Kim comes back out yesterday, and I'm going to read you my caption. And we caught the pelican. So the pelican was in the yard, and then it was gone. I'm like, oh, it must have jumped back into the bay. So I don't have a jet ski or a wave runner or a Sea-Doo, but a bunch of my neighbors do. So I call up one of my neighbors. I'm like, hey, can I grab the Sea-Doo real quick? I've got a rescue person coming over. So we lowered the Sea-Doo from the lift into the canal, and I get on the Sea-Doo. So I'm driving, and then Kim, the rescue lady, is on the back of the Sea-Doo, and we're cruising the canal, and my phone is in my pocket. And I put my phone in the Ziploc bag, and my phone is just ringing. I'm like, oh man! And I'm on the jet. I'm on the Sea-Doo. I'm like, I can't answer the phone now. But then it keeps ringing. I'm like, oh wait a second, it might be Michelle. So it was Michelle. I take the phone out, and Michelle's like hysterical. It's back! It's back! So Michelle is, she's like, frantically telling me it's over. It's here now. So the pelican shows back up. So we come back down the canal, and I drop Kim off from the rescue operation. I drop her off on the neighbor's seawall. She climbs on, and there's the pelican just kind of sitting again. And she was able to approach the pelican. I'm out on the water, and I'm watching this because she jumped off the Sea-Doo, and she successfully nets the pelican and grabs it. And guess what? The pelican has now been taken to the bird sanctuary for rehabilitation. So that's the pelican brief. So, and Michelle, my wife, Michelle, she was worried sick about this. She was like thinking, she was like not sleeping. She was thinking about the pelican. Is it going to survive? Well, the good news is the pelican's going to survive. And Kim from the rescue operation, I'm going to tell you who they are, where the bird is. I'm going to tell you that in a second. She said to Michelle, you guys saved this pelican's life.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm looking at this photo right now.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
So the photo is on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, if you want to grab a peek at the pelican. So the picture is of Kim holding the pelican. Let me read my entire post here. So I named it the Pelican Brief.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yep. We've been trying to catch this injured juvenile pelican in our South Tampa neighborhood since Sunday. This afternoon, we had success. I hopped on a Sea-Doo with Kim, pictured here, from Florida Wild Bird Rescue. That's their Instagram, Florida Wild Bird Rescue, to find it. While we were cruising the canals, Michelle spotted the bird back on land, called me. We raced back near our house. Kim jumped back on land with the net, made the rescue. This juvenile pelican has an injured right wing and cannot fly, so it cannot hunt and eat fish. This precludes it from diving for fish to eat. The bird is tired and hungry and now will be taken to Seaside Bird Sanctuary. So the bird, Kim took it to the Seaside Seabird Sanctuary over in Indian Rocks Beach. And they're going to rehab the bird and then release the bird once the bird is back to health. So I guess they determined that the wing is not broken, but it's got some kind of inflammation, and the bird is malnourished now because it hasn't been able to eat. So we've, rescued this bird. So Michelle and I feel great.
Aw. Andrew, we need Mariah Carey, hero.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Yes,
because you are a hero. You should feel good.
Yeah, I don't think we need that.
When a hero comes along. I'll do it for you. And the strength to grab a bird. And he calls jet ski Sea-Doos over and over again.
Hey,
Wearing a thong.
There you go. All right, so take a look at the pelican. Kim from the what's the name of the operation again? So Kim, thank you. So Kim from Florida Wild Bird Rescue is holding the pelican in the street, and then she puts it in the cage in the back of her Jeep. So just a very lovely story, folks, and it's a very cute pelican. See the picture. It's on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and, give me a follow while you're there. All right, I want to play some audio for you, and I want to tell you a story, and then I want you to tell me, is this real or BS?
What are you, a snake all of a sudden?
Why?
Because you went, is it BS?
I'm going to start hissing all my S's. All right. This woman claims that she accidentally ate her Apple AirPod instead of a handful of vitamins.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
what do you think? Now, this lady's name is Tana Barker from Salt Lake City, Utah. Not to be confused with Salt Lake City, Alabama. I don't think there's a Salt Lake City, Alabama.
I don't think
All
so.
right, so this woman claims that, well, let me play the audio. This is her claim. You think this is real, or is this just viral video BS?
Okay, I'm going to be very vulnerable right now. I had a situation happen this morning that I'm still dealing with. And so this morning I was on my walk and I ran into a friend of mine, and I haven't seen her for a year. She was filling me in on her life, and it's been very, very busy. And
what have you been doing for the last year? Oh, let me tell you, it's been so crazy. It's been hectic. Let me tell you. All right, so she's
They must not have social media. They must not be social media friends, because you would know what was going on in someone's life.
Yep.
Full, and a lot went on, actually. And halfway through my walk, I decided to take my vitamins. So I put my vitamins in, took a drink, and I was like, man, those are stuck. So I guzzled my water, kept on going, said goodbye to Kathleen, and went to go get my AirPod, and my pills were in my hand. I swallowed my AirPod.
All right, so she's claiming that instead of taking the handful of pills, first of all, why are you jogging or running? Why are you taking your pills why do you take your vitamins at home before you go or after you get back? So what she's saying is that she looks down and her vitamins, her pills are still in her hand, and she swallowed her Apple AirPod thinking it was the pile of vitamins that she was taking. Well, what do you think? Let me play the rest of this.
My AirPod. So I have now called a lot of people, doctors and friends of mine, and they have all suggested the same thing, so I'm going to go along with what they suggested. I don't know if anybody has ever done that. It's embarrassing, but I did it, and we'll see what happens. I'm going to follow the advice of professionals. There's a bonus. I still have my right AirPod.
All right, so the advice is for her to let the AirPod naturally pass.
Of course. What else could they tell you?
Is she going to then poke through and get it and then use it?
Oh my God! Look,
what is she
going to
say?
It.
Yeah, she's going to say, "Oh no, this AirPod sounds like."
Yeah.
Clean this.
Sounds like bleep.
So I guess, did she have just a fistful of vitamins?
That's what she said. Yes,
And,
that's
a lot of them that she wouldn't notice the difference between swallowing a big and who takes. I mean, I've taken maybe 3 vitamins at the same time, but I mean, how many vitamins does she take?
There's some people who slam those things.
6 of them
Listen,
or something. So then
I've seen people. You go to their house and they've got 19 supplements and vitamins and green grass root and I mean stuff
and their
earwig, leg root. I mean, the crap that people.
For my walk, I decided to take my vitamins. So I put my vitamins in, took a drink, and I was like, man, those are stuck. So I guzzled my water, kept on going, said goodbye to Kathleen, and went to go get my AirPod, and my pills were in my hand.
So she took the AirPod thinking it was the pills, the vitamins, and that's the story.
I see people do stupid stuff all the time, like myself. Yesterday I was walking around the house, I had my phone in my hand, and I was like, who has my phone? Who has my phone? And it was in my hand.
Is that real or fake?
That story I just shared, or the woman's story?
I'm talking about the woman's story. Do you think the story of her ingesting the AirPod is real or fake?
Who knows these days? They're so good at lying.
I mean,
That's the question.
Could it happen? Yes, but people also like attention. So
take a look at this. Just debate that. Real or fake? All right, moving on. Is this real? I want to go to phones on this. I saw an item last night that in order to save money while dining out, that adults are ordering more and more from the kids menu. What are you're laughing over there and you're like shaking your head like, vocalize.
I saw that. I didn't want to talk over you, but,
right.
but yes, I seen that story. It made me laugh when I saw it because, I mean, it's sometimes the kids' meals. Oh my gosh, we went to Ford's Garage the other day and my kids got huge plates of mac and cheese. It was like we had leftovers for 2 days.
Oh, give me one of their burgers.
So, yeah, they're so good.
Yeah, Ford's Garage makes a nice burger.
They
All right,
do.
so and listen, I know the guy that runs the company, Steve Schleman. So, former president of Carrabba's for like 20 years. All right, so I want to go to phones on this. Is this a couple of fold here? If you're a server, if you work in a restaurant, so you're a server, you're a manager, you work in a restaurant, are you seeing an uptick in adults trying to order from the kids menu? Is this a real story? And then if you are an adult and you have ordered from the kids menu for yourself, I'd like to hear from you. Or any other variation of confirmation or denial on this story that more adults are ordering from the kids menu at a restaurant to save money. 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 800-990-1047. Let's go. Hit the phones right now. I especially want to hear from servers, managers. Are you seeing an uptick in people ordering from the kids menu? And then are you an adult and you do this now? Or have you done it? Or do you know somebody? Do you have a friend that does it? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. I guess there are videos that are popping up on social media. It's one of these so-called hacks. You know, if life is challenging you right now with finances, here's a hack. Order from the kids menu. But a lot of restaurants have a policy that you have to be like, oh, man, look at the phones, every single line. Boom! Like an explosion. All right, we'll go to phones here in a second. Looks like Laura's going to be up first. She's getting screened right now. And then every other line is ringing. So if Andrew's not picking up right away, just let it ring. Andrew will get to your call. All right, can I grab Laura in Riverview? Put Laura on hold so I can grab this. All right, Laura's ready to roll. Laura, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that I think Roxanne just pointed out to us that Ford's Garage is where the place smelled like mop water.
No, because that was 3 days. That was no. I promise it wasn't.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. She
I was
told
like,
me that
I remember
place.
the mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah, Roxanne
That's all our kids eat.
That's all they eat.
Yeah,
But good detective work.
Roxanne, they eat out all the time. Roxanne told a story that there was a restaurant recently that she went to where they walked in and there was a smell of like that mop water.
Yeah.
But that was not Ford's. It was somewhere else.
It was a dive bar I took my kids to eat at.
Isn't that?
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Darn it.
No,
Thanks a lot, Nancy Drew.
It wasn't.
I love your detective work and I love your throwback. But you know, it's no, they eat mac and cheese every single place they go to. That's pretty much it. Although there's one place we go to, they serve surf and turf for kids. It's like $9, and it's steak and steak and shrimp for $9.
Laura, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Kim is in Sefner. Kim, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Doing well.
I order off the kids' meal when we do to go. We have a local barbecue place, and the adult servings are so huge, it takes 3 days to finish it. But the kids' portion is the perfect size for an adult.
But if you dine in, do they allow you to do the kids' menu? Or when you take out, they don't know it's for an adult?
We do take out 9 times out of 10. When you dine in, no, you have to have a child with you under the age of 12.
Yeah, see, so that's the workaround. If you take out, you can order from the kids' menu.
Yes.
Wow, see, I'm learning crap as I'm doing this radio show now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just so huge. huge when you take it home, and it's like 3 days. And I don't like eating the same thing for 3 days before you have to toss it. So yeah, the kids meal size is perfect.
All right. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. Shauna is in Pinellas Park. Shauna, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome, Shauna. All right. So adults ordering off the kids menu, yes or no?
So yes, I actually ordered a Happy Meal yesterday from McDonald's, but I mostly ordered it for the Pokemon Happy Meal. but
Wait, for you or for a kid?
I mean, I do have a toddler, but it was for me and her. Like, I bought one for me and for her.
Shauna, how old are you, by the way?
I'm 30.
Ah, awesome. Now, what about a regular restaurant? Now, I've heard of this. A lot of adults will order the Happy Meal for themselves at McDonald's. But what about a regular restaurant? Will you ever order a kid's menu item or attempt to?
I have, because, for example, Olive Garden will have, like, a really big platter for a child. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is that so big? And I order it for my toddler, and I'm like, why is it so big? She's not going to eat any of this.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll order from the kids' menu.
Thank you, Shauna. Have a great day. Anel is in Tampa. Anel, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Anel. Go ahead.
So I order from the kids menu all the time on all the restaurants that I go to. But it's more medical because I had the bypass done.
Oh, so I got you. So you have the gastric bypass, so to shrink the stomach to lose weight.
Right.
All right, and do restaurants always allow you to order from the kids menu? Because a lot of restaurants, you have to be like 10 and under, 11, whatever the number is.
Not really until I confess. I'll be like, okay, I can't eat everything, and if I buy a big adult meal, I'm going to end up taking it home, and it's going to last me like 3 days, and it's not good after that.
Right. All right, so Anel, if you tell the restaurant, let's say they have an age policy to order from the kids menu, if you tell them about the medical condition, they'll typically let you order from the kids menu.
Yeah, but it's more like I have to negotiate with them.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Thank you, Anel. Have a great day. Michael in Clearwater. Michael, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. Good morning. First-time caller here.
Awesome. Michael, how long you been listening to the show?
I have been listening to the show for about consistently every day for 2 years now.
Fantastic. Did you know about our first run? Were you in the Tampa Bay area from 1994 to 2012?
I was not. I moved out here in 99.
Oh, God. No. Oh, so you moved here in 99, so we were on the air from 94 to 2012.
Oh, okay. I was actually living in Sanford, Florida.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. All right, but you now have found us, and you listen every day.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. All right, so, Michael, what's your story about the adults ordering off the kids' menu?
So, I always wondered. I'm always the one at dinner, like, oh my God, is she really going to order this? Like, are they going to say anything? Can we? But I have two people in my life. My mother does it simply because my mom has not an eating disorder, but she just doesn't consume a lot of food. And it doesn't matter where I go to ever take her out to eat. She always wants the small plate because she doesn't like to waste food.
But what about pushback? Do they get pushback from some restaurants that say you're an adult, you can't order off the kids' menu?
She does. She does at times. At the point now, I guess because now she's over 60, now a lot of places just look at her and she's like, listen, I don't have a big stomach, like I can't.
Yeah, but listen, 60 is not that old. I mean, it's not like she looks like the Crypt Keeper, right?
Yeah, no, she's not. She's definitely not a Crypt Keeper, but because she's had a lot of surgeries, it's unfortunate for her. She just doesn't eat a lot. And my wife does it just because, she's on a diet and she's like, hey, I could get the kids' chicken marsala, look, and it's smaller. Yeah. And at Olive Garden, she does it too. And, they actually serve it to her. They don't say no. They don't deny her.
Meanwhile, is she eating the endless breadsticks and soup and salad and all that crap?
I take that, please.
Yeah. Michael, thanks for the call. Thanks for listening, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Michael.
Laura in Ipswich. Are you calling us from Ipswich, Massachusetts?
Yes, I am. Spend the summers up here.
Oh, Laura, so I was just through there. I was just at the Clam Box in Ipswich. What is that, on High Street?
Yep, right down on High Street.
Yeah, so I was just at the Clam Box for my whole belly fried clams just a couple of weeks back. And I also stopped at JT Farham's, which is in Essex.
Yes, I know about your travels through here. I'd actually written you a letter before, but I didn't hear back from you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Well, send me the letter. Where did you send it? To MJ at MJMorningshow.com?
I sure did.
All right, send it again. Send me. Find that letter, resend it to me, because I try to answer all of my email. All right, so Laura, tell me about the kid.
And in the letter, just real quick, in the letter, I'm standing in front of the Clam Box. I thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Yeah, of course I will. I didn't see it. All right, send it to me again, Laura, okay?
Okay, I will. So my comment is, I have a daughter, born same day as Chloe, by the way, and she does this all the time. She's like a whopping 100 pounds, but she's a college kid, almost ready to graduate. And when they go out, she gets away with it. You know, she's tiny, and they just look at her. They know she's in college.
Wow.
And, you know, so it's a big thing with the college crew who doesn't have tons of money to go out and order the adult-sized meals.
Gotcha. Laura, thanks for the call. Resend that email, okay?
Okay, I sure will. I can't believe I missed you coming through here.
Yeah,
so.
we were just through. I was just in Essex at JT Farms, and I was at the Clam Box in Ipswich. Thank you, Laura.
Oh, man. All right, have a great day.
You too. Linda in Tampa. All right, Andrew, this is it on calls. I'm just going to finish these off, and, man, the phones have exploded. If you're tuning in, we're just talking about adults that are trying to save money, and they're ordering off the kids' menu. Linda, I'm going to take 3 more calls, and that's it. Linda in Tampa, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning, MJ. Long-time listener, many-time caller. How you guys doing?
Awesome. Thanks. We're great. Go ahead.
I order from Outback here in Tampa. My office frequently orders. They have a side salad that I really like. So I wanted to get something to go with it, but not a whole huge adult-sized meal. So I ordered, like, the kids' burger and the baked potato to go with it. It is the exact same size as the adult meal. It was a huge amount of food and half the cost of that.
Well,
so sometimes it's just a better value to get off the kids' menu.
There you go. Thank you, Linda. And, you know, it seems that you can do this with takeout easier because some places restrict you by age. Barbie's in Bradenton, and then we'll grab Carrie in St. Pete. We'll wrap this up and move on. Barbie, Bradenton, go.
Hello, good morning.
Hey.
2 quick stories. The first one is, yes, I've ordered from the kids menu at a restaurant, but the only reason why is because they have different items than on the regular list. So I wanted what was on the kids menu. So that's the first story. The second story is my son just told me that when he goes with his dad orders from the kids menu all the time.
Aw. You know, MJ, I have a friend that only eats chicken, like, strips.
Like nuggets?
Like
Chicken nuggets?
And
like-
he's like
yeah.
43.
Yeah, and some a lot of restaurants where they might have really good food.
They'll get chicken
but
strips.
hang on a minute. But a lot of restaurants, if they have, you know, a decent menu and good food, the kids menu, the chicken nuggets are like, you know, just food service frozen nuggets.
And
you
they
know?
love you. Can't go to a nice dinner with them. He's like,
That's
no,
crazy.
chicken strips here, I'm out.
Barbie, thank you for the story. Good. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, last call, Carrie in St. Pete. Hey, Carrie, MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well.
Great. So I actually had the lap band done, and so that's one of the reasons why I had ordered constantly off the child's menu, and I didn't get a whole lot of pushback from a lot of places. Some will do an upcharge of like $1. So, I mean, I've had that experience, and it hasn't been horrible, but I'll tell you, I really think that most restaurants, they really should do half portions a lot of times. And if they don't want to do a kids menu, I really think that they would probably get a lot more business from people who do want to go out, who can't eat a lot, who really are not able to eat a lot. Like, I really believe that if they did half portions, because some of these places, the amount of food that they put on the plates is just, and I hate to say it, but for America, it's just obnoxious.
Yeah, you know, a lot of places, they still do huge portions, but a lot of places have also cut back because of food costs and skyrocketing incidental costs. A lot of places have cut back, but no, there are some places that still do enormous portions. Carrie, thanks for the call. Best of luck. So, hey, we didn't get any servers or like managers of, telling stories about customers trying to do it. We had all end users doing that. All right, moving along. Speaking of food, I got to lighten around a lot of stuff. This is just one of these days where I have 12 hours of material. Seriously, with what I have today, we could have gone from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. today, just nonstop.
And I've been sending you good stuff the last couple of days, and you haven't even gotten to it.
I've got a bunch of your stuff. I'm going to try to get to something in just a few minutes. But there's a story that I've had since the first of the week, and it came from like a small newspaper up in Illinois, near, I guess, the McDonald's headquarters up in Illinois. And I didn't get to this yesterday or Monday, but I think it's an interesting story that McDonald's allegedly is planning to scrap self-serve soda machines because of theft, Fester, and hygiene concerns. So, but listen to this. It's not going to happen until 2032. I mean, will the planet even be in existence in 2032? Listen to this. McDonald's plans to phase out the do-it-yourself soda stations and eliminating them entirely over the next decade, but franchise owners, some are pushing back, but they're citing hygiene. A lot are on board. Some are pushing back because hygiene theft, like Fester has cups from every fast food restaurant in his trunk, and when he's thirsty, he pulls into a place, whips out the appropriate cup out of his trunk and walks into the place and just fills up his cup from the self-serve soda fountain, which is absolute theft. Because Fester's a scoundrel. All right.
Wow, today's show is not making him look very good.
All right, all right.
What do you say about me when I'm not here? God.
Well, that's why you ought to go back and either listen live or listen to the podcast.
So.
Yeah. All right. So McDonald's, the franchise owners want customers to know that, well, wait a sec, but we'll still offer you refills. So even if they take away the self-service soda fountains and put the soda fountains behind the counter for the employees to fill your drink, or a robot maybe by 2032, that you'll still get your free refills. Free refills are a big draw for people, said Kim Derringer, who operates 3 McDonald's franchises in Springfield, Illinois. Yeah, the original story came up from the Illinois, the State Journal Register was where the story originated a couple of days ago. But I guess this is a plan. I wonder if other fast food establishments are going to follow McDonald's. Also, a lot of places have those Coke freestyle machines where the machine can make 12,000 different drink combinations or whatever. So I wonder if those are going to be endangered as well. It just seems that now it's kind of going backward to put the fountains back behind the counter, but hygiene and theft reasons.
That's a problem.
And speaking of hygiene, this is involving a McDonald's as well. Listen to this. This woman posted a video online. This woman, just a customer, goes into McDonald's and decides to do a deep clean on the bathroom.
For free?
Yes. What?
That's weird.
You think?
She just cleans random bathrooms? Is that her thing?
Stacy Habecker.
It's pretty funny.
She put a video online. She's wearing a baseball hat with a McDonald's logo. I don't know where she got it. And she just voluntarily goes into a McDonald's and starts scrubbing the bathroom, cleaning the sink, the toilets, the floor. She's doing a deep clean on a McDonald's location, and she's not an employee. She's just cleaning their bathroom. What the hell? And then she says that she was caught cleaning the McDonald's bathroom. She said she thought she was going to get in trouble, but they just left her alone and they said, we're more than happy to have you clean our bathroom.
Yeah, why would you get in trouble for that?
What is wrong with this? Is this just where we are, that people are just doing nutty things like this just to create video content for, idiot talk?
Well, there's
something?
a guy that I follow on YouTube, and he his whole YouTube channel is he's a yard guy, and he'll go up to horrible yards and do their yard for free. Yeah, it'll be like an old lady. It'll be like, hey, excuse me, do you have a yard man? They're like, obviously not. And the yard is out of control.
So he's like the yard ninja?
And he found one abandoned house.
Yeah.
Dead body inside.
Oh, get out.
I
Really?
swear to God. He was like, he started smelling it. He's like, I came here, I saw this overgrown yard. He's like, I went around the back to do the back, and I started smelling this awful smell. It got so bad, he called the police. Dead body inside.
Oh,
that's why you follow my favorite YouTube channels.
Ooh, that's a story. That's macabre.
You should do a list of all your favorite YouTube channels, Froggy.
I don't do web posts.
I know, that's what I was going to tell you to do. Do a listicle.
I'm officially retired.
That's right. That Jennifer Glorioso, she's got your number, man. She's turning you into corporate.
Please do. Listen, please do.
MJ, by the way, just a little side note going back to something we talked about earlier, but Froggy, Fester, and I have been texting each other. We want to do a rotation. So we're going to do a 3-person show 3 days a week.
Oh, really?
Right. So
I'm here every day, and
You're
then
here every day.
you guys are going to sit on it and rotate?
Yes.
What are my days?
Monday, you'll have migraine Monday, so you don't have to come in on Monday.
Yes, 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
Do people still say that? When I was a kid, you used to stick up your middle finger and then say, sit on it and rotate. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. That's like a school bus thing.
That's so dirty and graphic.
Does anybody still say that, or is that kind of like a lost phrase?
I don't know, but I'm bringing it back today.
All right.
I love it.
I got a question. What happens when the HR manager is out of line? Who do you go to? Who do you go to? Isn't that a heart song or something? All right. So what do you do when or something similar? What do you do when the HR manager is out of freaking line?
Like when the HR manager hits on you?
No.
Out of control? What? Crackhead? Drugs? What?
An HR manager is the subject of a harassment lawsuit. The HR manager is accused of sending a worker a penis-shaped cake with a note that says, eat a...
Oh, my God.
Fro, you like that?
Yeah, I do.
Fro, you just spit something up over there.
I thought there was a company that does something like that, but they send you a little bag of them. And they say, eat a bag of, and it's a little jelly.
Little jelly wangs?
Yeah.
Well, what do you...
I think it's a Haribo flavor.
This is out of Oregon. Stephen Urenda, who was the janitorial services manager at Dasher Lights LLC and Aspen Ridge Property Services, wants over $500,000 in damages after he was forced to resign over the increasingly hostile work environment. Uranda said in the suit filed August 25th that the trouble began when he received a pink box in May 20... Oh, wait a second. They got him? Oh, they got breaking news. Hold on a minute. Who they got? The Jets got Tom Brady. They got the prison break guy.
The Pennsylvania guy.
All right. Hold on, folks.
Tom Brady was coming back.
This just broke. 2 minutes. The Today Show doesn't even have it now.
Wow, you broke the Today Show.
This came from Fox News, actually has it. This was posted 2 minutes ago, folks. So the Today Show hasn't even gone into their stations. We got to take a break. 3, 2, 1. This is an NBC News special report. Oh, Fester Dolt is not here.
We need Fester Dolt.
Yeah, where's Fester Dolt? Convicted killer Danilo Cavalcante captured in Pennsylvania. They got him. Fox News correspondent Nate Foy reports on the manhunt. Danilo Cavalcante has been captured in Pennsylvania after he escaped from Chester County Prison, eluded authorities for nearly 2 weeks. State police just announced Cavalcante broke out of the Chester County facility August 31st while doing that crab walk up the wall.
It was impressive.
He was awaiting transfer to a state prison to serve a life sentence for fatally stabbing his ex-girlfriend in 2021. He was also wanted for killing a guy in Brazil in 2018. So this is a breaking story. Check back for updates. So the story has just broken. They don't even have, hey, put on Good Morning America. So
Good Morning America.
Look, Al Roker's getting a freaking flu shot right.
Al, get with
look at this. Look.
Recommended to get vaccinated, and for most people,
Look,
there's no real
the Today Show's they're getting flu shots.
2 years ago.
Where do I go?
Go to right CBS this morning. All right, leave it right there.
Let the sound go down on me. If you had to pick a favorite, is that impossible to do?
Oh,
I
look.
didn't answer your
Look,
question.
so hold on. Now the CBS morning show, they're interviewing. They're interviewing Elton John's songwriter.
I'd say sack.
All right, now go to Good Morning America. Go one up.
Oh, it's your favorite song.
Yeah, they're running an Advent health commercial.
You want to see if there's any fishing on?
I love this. I love this song.
Yeah, we know.
You let me go. You let me go.
All right, what am I doing?
By the way, that no one's got it. Go to CNN. What number is CNN?
I think.
Okay, CNN and Fox are on it, though. All right, so Andrew's telling me that CNN and Fox are on this right now.
I think Jimmy Houston Fishing Outdoors is on. Can I stop on that?
But I'll tell you what, I love that song from Bronze Radio Reunion.
Oh, my God, here we go. They're covering it. Put it up.
Hold on.
Put it up. Look.
I mean, I love her, you know?
This is such a good episode.
It's David Schwimmer. That's an episode of
This
Friends.
is such a good
British girl to move in with me?
Look, he's going to say something funny. Leave it.
Look, Ross is right. Emily's great. She's great. But this is way too soon. You're only going to scare her.
Dude, I put the breaking news on. Put on Fox.
All right, sorry.
Put on,
I just love that episode so much.
Put on Fox News or CNN.
What channel is that?
Go down.
Down.
37.
37?
Yeah.
That's up.
37. Stop. You just passed it. That's USA Valley headline. Right there. Hang on. There we go.
Eyes on him to say this is who we've been looking for.
Oh, here we go.
For the last 2 weeks. So it's a tremendous celebration, especially with all that is being said. The professionals got him. They took the fight to him and they took him into custody without incident.
Can you describe kind of the combination?
All right, there you go. The escape killer in health commercial that just started running.
What a fair weather fan you are, bro. Poser.
Thank you. All right, but the big news is escape killer Danilo Cavalcante has been captured. He's in custody in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, finally.
All right, Michelle, we can move there now.
Can we please put Friends back on?
No.
Damn it. Love the end of that one.
Where the hell was I?
Andrew came in like a...
What was I talking about?
Yeah, I don't even know.
The HR manager.
The cake.
We were talking about an HR manager sends an employee a penis cake, and then a note says, eat a bleep. Eat a...
So is that a joke, or is he being mean?
No, it's like there was a big problem.
Okay.
That's how they deal with their HR problems. Maybe the employee was doing something wrong. The HR manager said, I'm going to show them.
No, what do you do when the HR manager causes an HR stink?
Man, that's tough.
That's the question.
Is there an HRRR manager?
Well, there is. It depends how big the company is. If it's a big corporation, then they go to,
that's
headquarters or
that's
whatever.
That's a total mess. All right, you know what's a mess? I can't stand these Kardashians. Is it like there's a new season that's... I pulled audio from the trailer for the new upcoming season of the Kardashians. So hang on, I want to discuss this coming up in just a minute. Oh, Froggy, Michelle found something for you.
Ooh, what's that?
I'm going to tell you next.
Is that picture I sent her a couple years ago?
No, Michelle found an item that she thinks that you need to buy.
Buy? Oh, okay.
It's a box.
Okay.
It's a box, but what kind of box is it? We'll explain in just a matter of moments. Oh, also... You suffer from migraines because you're good for calling in sick once or twice a month claiming you have a migraine.
Yes, I did have migraines almost my entire life. I'm down to 2 a month.
Well, guess what? I might have the cure for the remainder of your migraines. We'll get to that coming up. Okay. And folks, don't forget, we got to talk about men and a size of a body part. So at 9:10, the must-hear story of the day is coming up at 9:10. We also have Kenny Loggins tickets to give away. So stand by. So a guy and a size of a body part and a new study. We've got to talk about this, the must-hear story at 9:10 coming up on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. But we have a lot to get to. We have a full hour to go. Do not move. And, of course, the big, huge breaking news, they have the escaped killer in custody. He's been captured, this Danilo Cavalcante. They got him up in Pennsylvania. Story just broke a short time ago. 8:45 at the MJ Morning Show. We're back with another very long chunk of this program next here on Q105. Do not move. Official breaking news report on the MJ Morning Show. All right, if you didn't hear, about 10 minutes ago or so, we broke the news that the fugitive from Pennsylvania has been caught. So this Danilo Cavalcante, the guy that crab walked up the wall like some kind of an American Ninja Warrior deal, and then climbed onto the roof, went through the razor wire. The dude's been on the run for like 2 weeks. He's been captured in Pennsylvania. In fact, here is a radio excerpt. This is a police radio excerpt where they announce that he's in custody. Listen to this.
Radio room, Chester County government, and the various other agencies working on the prisoner escape are proud to announce the subject is in custody. Repeating, subject is in custody. Authority of the radio room, time 08:18 hours.
So there we go, 08:18 hours. So half an hour ago. Subject in custody. That was the announcement over like all these police radios and municipal radios up in Chester County in Pennsylvania. Listen to this. You can't see it on the shot on CNN right now, but I've got a close-up shot. He was captured wearing an Eagles sweatshirt.
Fly, Eagle, fly.
Tell you what, man, those Eagles fans are rough. You know,
They are, for real.
For reals, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Those Eagle fans are a rough bunch. So he was captured wearing an Eagles sweatshirt. Who did he rip that off from? What if he ripped... Oh, God, what is that? That smell is overwhelming.
Oh, my God. Does it still smell like a rat in here?
No, it's some coffee. What is that?
It is. I'm glad you brought that
Oh,
up.
it smells like a
barista.
Oh, my
Listen, I almost...
It smells like you took a bath in whatever you're...
I'll take a venti.
You never know what kind of coffee you're going to get here.
Dude, that is so strong. It's blowing my nostrils out.
It's not my fault. I just poured it out from the pot in the kitchen.
But it's not normal coffee. It's like some hazelnut garbage.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, my
I don't
God.
know.
It feels like someone shoving caramels up my nose.
Well, listen, Fester almost just got his wish because the light went on and I was like, oh, no, I don't have time to get my coffee. I went running into the break room and almost ran Ron over, and he had a big cup of coffee that would have gone all over him.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? I mean, it was like, he's like, whoa.
If you splattered coffee all over his shirt.
Hot coffee.
Oh, yeah. He would have gone home or maybe gone to the ER with burns.
Oh, no, Ronnie.
All right, so a couple of things before I move on. So Danilo Cavalcante is in custody. They have him. In fact, it's a live shot from the chopper for KYW television at a Philly, and they're showing one of those armored police vehicles.
Look at that.
Yeah, going through the street. So, like, all the state police folks, they're all, like, in tactical SWAT gear, camouflage. And also, let me tell you something else I noticed. Did you see they were taking selfies with the guy?
Oh, yeah,
so, the guy's in handcuffs, the escaped prisoner's in handcuffs, and he's surrounded by camouflage-wearing police officers. I don't know if they had National Guard out there, but they're all standing around him, and they're taking pictures of, like the trophy. They're taking all kinds of pictures and selfies.
What do they have on him? Do they have a jacket on him? Oh, that's an Eagles jersey. Okay, I see it.
Dude, he's wearing an Eagles jersey.
I'm so blind.
It's actually not a jersey. It's an Eagles sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Oh, sweatshirt, yeah.
I just said this.
Oh, man. How long has it been?
He's been on the run for 2 weeks, but, he shaved his beard off, so he was clean-shaven, and he has, obviously, different clothes on. I guess yesterday he ran. They had him nailed down and spotted yesterday, and he, left his shoes, so he was running around barefoot. So I haven't seen how they captured him, whether he had shoes on or not. But this is a pretty big deal. But
yeah, it looks like it.
What a great marketing thing for the Philadelphia Eagles. Even the escapee's an Eagles fan. He would fit right in with those nasty, motley Eagles fans.
Oh, come on. Don't be so judgmental.
Oh, Froggy, they're so bad. I mean, I'm not saying the ones who have moved down here are bad, but the ones who are still there, I've had things like, I told you I did a show up there.
They'll murder you. He'll fit right. This guy will fit right in.
Yeah, they throw stuff at you. The mean stuff they would say to Joe Jarvicious. That's going way back, but they're pretty.
I'll catch it in my teeth.
All right, Froggy.
What?
Michelle found something online for you.
What is a box of?
It's the Discovery Storage Stash box.
Whoa, what's that?
Take a look. I'm going to hold this up to MJTV. Look at this.
Is this like a sort of like a...
Dude,
can you explain it to me, maybe?
I will. I'll read
you. Hold it up to a camera that's looking at you. I mean, can I see it?
It's a box that opens. It's a large box, like a wooden box. And let me describe what's in this thing. This is for your partaking. Made from sustainable bamboo, our stash box's durable construction is both elegant and functional, built to last for years of enjoyable use. The Discovery comes with all the items you need for mess-free and hassle-free sessions. Whether you're
I don't know what what is this? Is this a metal detecting thing?
It's a marijuana stash box, dude.
Oh, you are such a mook.
All right, whether you're a beginner, Michelle found this for you.
Michelle, you know.
Are you going to call her a mookette?
Okay, let me hear about this thing, even though I'm not interested.
Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned user, get ready for the ultimate experience with our high-end stash box. Spacious compartments, our wooden stash box provides ample space for all your needs. It has a large main compartment and bottom compartment for long-term storage. Designed with separate sections for your most important accessories, the movable tray can be used on its own, or you can roll without bringing the entire box. Magnetic lid, all premium. I mean, this thing looks pretty damn nice, actually. Lid with magnetic board, sliding rolling tray, 3 smell-proof glass jars.
Well, I challenge that.
A tool stand, 2.5-inch high-quality aluminum herb grinder, round herb brush, cleaning brush, metal cone.
Oh, God.
King size for pre-rolled cone filling.
Nice.
Metal cone, 1 1/4 size for preload cone filling.
Nice.
2 cone funnels, mini scissors, metal packing stick, 10 metal stickers.
Very needed.
1 metal plate, 2 silicone strips or silicone strips to adjust the phone tablet size to the tray.
Oh, God.
2 smell-proof bags for herb storage.
Challenge that.
Well, dude, take a look at this thing. It's a whole, like, marijuana storage and rolling and...
Yeah, they sell stuff like that.
Maintenance. Well,
you know who's in that business?
Who?
That actor, Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen?
He has a house plant, and he has he sells marijuana, but he also has, like... He makes vases and all these ugly things to put your stuff in.
Is Seth Rogen related to that Nimrod Joe Rogan?
No,
Are they?
I don't think so.
That Nimrod Joe Rogan, the #1 podcaster in the world?
I'm sorry. Man, that dude is a conspiracy whack nut. I got no use for
They're not
Joe.
related, guys.
All right, I got no use for Joe Rogan at all.
More of a Steven Crowder fan,
That guy's a putz that fell into a good thing accidentally.
Fell into a good thing.
All right, I'm telling you right now. Well, I'm scraping together 2 nickels to make ends meet over here.
Well, listen, go get a deal with Spotify.
All right. Anyway, it's $179.99.
What?
It's $179.
It's a little pricey.
It actually has a lot of stuff, and it looks well built for $179.99. So that's a gift from Michelle.
Yeah, why don't you buy it for me, Michelle?
And if you missed it, I just held up the picture a few moments ago on MJTV.
Looks like a barber beard kit.
All right, Roxanne, can you tell me the Kardashians, is it on regular cable TV now, or is it only streaming?
I wish I could tell you, but I try not to watch that show.
Yeah, listen to this. I saw a Page 6 gossip item here. Kourtney Kardashian brands her sister Kim Kardashian as a witch.
Okay, it's Hulu is what Google's telling me.
The dramatic first look for the 4th season of Hulu's Kardashians. So is it only on Hulu? It's only streaming these days?
Yes. Okay, the Kardashians will stream exclusively on Hulu. All 20 seasons are also available to stream on the platform.
Plus the news. Who watches this crap?
I love it.
This is all just so scripted and stilted and prefab. I mean, it is. Come on. Does anyone really think that I don't want anything to do with any of them, whether it's Kim or Khloe or Kourtney or who's the model one that shows her like her tight body all the time. What's her name?
Travis Barker?
No, Kylie.
Kylie.
Right? Kylie?
I can't. Honestly, I can't keep track of them. Kylie, Khloe. Is there a Christy? No, there's not.
I don't. Anyway.
There's even a younger generation coming up now.
Oh, no. You can tell who watches the show because anyone who watches the show has the vocal cracking because it's like contagious.
It's true.
Right?
I love it.
They talk with the vocal fry.
Don't do vocal fry because your voice will stick like that.
It's the vocal fry. Anyone that talks like this.
We got to go to the Blink concert. I'm pregnant.
Oh, no. So they just dropped the trailer, and I'm reluctant to play.
No, I want to watch it. Please. I love it.
I'm reluctant to play some of this audio, but I want to highlight who still watches the Kardashians. Who wants to watch, again, this scripted, just completely formulaic, made-up garbage?
You're so jealous of everybody, man. Joe Rogan, the Kardashians. You just want to be in a reality TV star.
I am not jealous of Joe Rogan nor the Kardashians.
What if?
Think people are going to be surprised to see the two of you together?
Blah, blah, blah. And then,
MJ, I have a question for you.
Yeah, let me get to the good part. Yes, what's the question?
If Hulu came to you, Hulu? What is it?
Hulu.
It's Hulu.
Okay, Hulu.
Not Hulu.
Lou Peroni, my friend. Who?
No.
All right. So, if they came to you and they said, MJ, we think you're very entertaining, your wife are very funny, we want to give you $100 million. We want to do a scripted reality show about your life.
Not a chance.
Liar! You are a liar. Roxanne, answer.
Oh, would I do it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'd do it for less than that.
Of course.
You would do it for only $50 million?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that garbage.
Come on, MJ.
You just take the money and run.
That's right.
Okay, so
Courtney calls Kim a witch. Yes.
Did you know that? Did we talk about this? You know Travis Barker, Courtney's husband, right?
Yes.
And he almost died in the plane crash, or he had friends who did, and he survived it. And you know he doesn't fly until now. Did you know Courtney talked him into it, and that he flies now?
We did a story about it, didn't we?
I think we might have talked about that. Yeah, I think it's a couple of months ago.
I knew that he didn't fly, but I didn't know he's flying now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally, no. He grew wings and he flies out of his back. Okay, so can I hear more Kardashians, please?
Yeah, please. The witch part. Get back
Here's
to
the money
witch.
shot. Here's the money. Here, listen.
Are you happy? You're a different person. You hate us. We all talk about it.
You're like adding it into a fight to like have a side.
Court and Kim are still going at it.
Stop. Think like you think things, so you're getting riled up. I think things, so I'm getting riled up.
You're just a witch. And I hate you.
Oh, you're a witch, and I hate you. Do you hear all the edits?
Yeah.
Listen, nothing is like a complete sentence. Listen to.
Are you happy? You're a different person. You hate us. We all talk about
it. It's like 5 edits in 2 seconds. You know?
It's real.
Yeah. Anyway.
Gosh, man.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is who the hell still watches the Kardashians? Who cares a flying frig about these people?
Why would you when you can watch YouTube?
Yeah. Anyway, look at the CNN's got the chopper shot. They're just following that Lenco assault police vehicle, just driving through the streets, taking this guy back to like some kind of lockup. This Danilo Cavalcante caught after 14 days on the lam.
You almost got away with it.
Yep. If it weren't for those meddling 500 state troopers and,
they never found
2,000 additional law enforcement officers.
He's not living on the beach like Andy Dufresne.
It is 9:10, folks. It is time for the must-hear 9:10 story. You know what? I need a sounder. I need some kind of a noise.
Want me to do one for you?
Nah, you know what? I need something special to like signify the 9:10 must-hear story of the day. I need some kind of a special sound effect. Let me look see if I have anything here. How about...
Oh, God, I hate that one.
Yeah, from The Price is Right. Or should it be something like a little more newsy? And now it's time for the 9:10 must-hear story of the day. Nah, I don't think that's it. I don't know. How about... All right, time for the 9:10 must-hear story of the day. What do you think? You like that one?
I got one ready.
All right, go ahead.
There we go.
Oh, I like that.
Just, oh my God.
Say it again and I'll play it. Say, 9:10 story of the day.
All right, it's time for the must-hear 9:10 story of the day.
Oh my God, that works so good.
All right, that's pretty good.
How about this? How about this? Ooh, that's good.
That's like a notification. You got to text. What the hell's that?
Oh, that one's even better.
What are you playing?
My sound effects board.
On your phone?
Yes.
All right, anyway.
All right, use your stuff. Whatever.
It is time for the 910 must-hear story of the day. So, Roxanne, when I say that today's 910 must-hear story is about a guy and the size of a particular body part, what immediately crawls into your head?
Feet.
Okay.
Or hands.
Okay. So, it is neither. Not feet nor hands.
Shoulders. Shoulders.
Nope.
Buttocks.
Nope. A guy and the size of a body part. Keep guessing.
Ears.
Nope.
Belly button.
Nope.
Uvula.
Mine's really small.
That's the punching bag that hangs.
Nostrils.
Nope.
Eyebrows. Eyes.
All right, we're going through the entire body.
Shins.
Medulla
Clavicles.
oblongata.
Yeah.
You're missing the obvious.
Wiener.
That is incorrect, Froggy. Roxanne, why do you dance around and not say?
Yeah.
Because I know that's the first thing that was on your mind.
I said hands and feet.
Because you've told us in the past that was a qualification
Yeah,
whenever
that-
you dated a guy.
That's exactly what I
Right.
say.
Yeah.
When we're playing commercials, that's what I said last commercial break. I told you that. That's right.
Irresponsible.
It's like, guys, I have to tell you something. Just a confession, but someone's not packing. They're out of my life. No, I've never said anything like that.
If someone's not packing, they're out of my life. All right, here's the answer. A man's neck size. The size of a guy, and folks probably thought this was some kind of dirty segment. No. Look, they're taking the selfie shot. Look at this. They're all lined up taking the selfie shot with the fugitive right in the middle, like a trophy.
Jeez.
Yeah, of this captured prisoner up in Chester County, Pennsylvania. No, a man's neck size, but this is what's interesting. A man's neck size correlates to what, Roxanne?
Are we talking length or width of the neck?
Oh, man.
Are we talking about like a wide-necked guy? Are we talking about the muscles in the neck? Or are we
gonna be
talking about the length? Like, look at his long stretched out like a...
No, it's going to be like
the Inspector Gadget
It's going to be
neck.
like the circumference or the
circumference.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Honestly, I don't focus on... The only necks I can distinguish between is if you have like one really strong workout guy who has a big neck and then a regular neck.
Or a long neck bud, which you guzzle by the bucket.
Yeah.
Ever buy those bucket of the bucket of beer?
No.
All right, here's the deal. Let me just cut to the chase here. A man's neck size affects the perception of his parenting skills.
Whoa, this is deep.
Yeah, I was fascinated. So yeah, size matters. Neck size matters. There's a new study which has been published by the Scandinavian Journal of Psychology, and it found the perception of how nurturing or protective a man is toward his kids is tied to the trapezius muscle.
Really?
Yes, the muscle starts at the base of the neck, goes across the shoulders, extends to the middle of the back, and it helps move the head, the neck, the arms, shoulders, and torso, and stabilizes the spine. We're talking about the muscles that are both connected to the neck and visible from a face-to-face interaction. Researchers from the University of Arkansas, they also asked 305 male and female participants to look at 4 computer-generated images of the same man. Everything remained the same except for the neck muscles. Guess what? Participants rated the pictures from 1 to 7 based on their perception of the man as a good fighter, interest in long and short-term mating, and effectiveness at protecting and nurturing offspring. Offspring, good band. The men with large neck muscles were perceived as more protective of their offspring, but less nurturing and less interested in long-term relationships.
I got to be honest. I couldn't pick anybody's neck out of a crowd. Like any guys I know, I couldn't pick your neck out. I don't stare at necks. And I can't even gauge a width to tell you if one guy is more nurturing than the other based on the size of their neck, because it's not really, doesn't stand out to me.
All the guys throwing their neck muscles around, you know?
Who's that one guy that's on that show? Is it 90 Day Fiancé? He has the neck that goes like that. Have you seen that guy?
No.
I got to show you a picture of this guy. It is unbelievable.
So does this mean, is he the prototypical nurturing dad, this guy that Froggy's about to show us?
Where does 90 Day Fiancé run? What is that, a stream?
TLC.
It's on TLC? All right, TLC. Is that where Dr. Pimple Popper is? Also on TLC? That show's disgusting.
She's so hot. All right, 90 Day.
All right. Man, you're searching as fast as Fester over there.
Guy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, look at him. Look, let's see. Image.
Oh, my God.
Look at his neck.
That guy's neck, it's like as wide as his shoulders.
But he's a large man in
He's got
general.
some, like, look at that.
Oh, my God.
He's got some disease or something.
His neck extends out further than his actual head.
Yeah, it does.
It's like his head is on like a platform.
Yeah.
They call him Shrek.
I'm telling you, I see why. All right, Froggy, I've got to talk about your migraines here for a second, because if you remember, I said with your migraine issues, because, folks, Froggy typically was good over the course of the years. I would say, Froggy, you probably called in sick once a week.
Are you nuts, dude? You are so probably true.
Because of migraines. And
So you've gotten better now?
Yes, I've been medicated recently after double bleeding in ulcers because of too much Excedrin. Remember I almost died, MJ, and you didn't visit me?
No, that's not true.
No, it's true. I almost died, and you didn't visit me.
You didn't tell us.
You yelled at me and told me to do a prank call.
You didn't tell us that you were in the... Did you even go to the hospital?
Are you kidding me? I bled out in my bathroom. I got rushed to the hospital.
But you never told us this until after the fact. You and Kim withheld the seriousness of your ulcers.
Yes. And after that, I was medicated.
What, do you want me to go back in a time machine and then visit you in the hospital weeks after you told us what happened?
It would be nice if you could find a time machine.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, for the remaining migraines that you have,
yes. Very rare these days.
Apparently, this is a trick that works like a charm. When you have a migraine, soak your feet in hot water. And that apparently, according to Dr. Kunal Sood, a board-certified acute chronic pain doctor from Maryland, that he says that soaking your feet in hot water can ease migraine pain. And he confirms that, yep, this trick works. So give it a shot. I told
you my trick.
There's no ulterior motive here. I'm just telling you, next time you have one of your debilitating migraines,
I'll try. I'll put it in the
stick your
repertoire.
feet in hot water and see if it relieves your migraine.
I told you my trick. Hot blow dryer right on the crotchola. Helps it right away.
Sleeps like it. Sleeps with it, right?
Yeah, I have to.
Well, he has for years. He sleeps with a blow dryer.
I need to have something blowing on my crotch at all times when I sleep.
Stop it.
And I use a hairdryer.
You've been telling that joke multiple times. I just got it.
Yeah.
I finally got the joke.
Speaking of medical issues, have you seen the scathing report regarding Sudafed and Benadryl?
Yep.
And over-the-counter decongestants? Folks, this is big.
What?
This is massive. Sudafed, Benadryl, over-the-counter. I'm talking about the stuff that's on the regular shelves.
I took Benadryl yesterday.
Well, hang on a minute, because I got some breaking news. And guess what? We've known about this for years. Michelle is an expert on this. And my wife has had this pegged for years and does the exact right thing, not the wrong thing. All right, hold on a minute. Back in a minute, I'll explain it all, plus we have a lot of other things to get to. The final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. So don't move. It is 9:22 right now. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show. Goodbye. 12, 14, 15 minutes is next right here on Q105. Don't move. Be at the Sound this Saturday. We got some tickets to give away, and we'll do that in just a few minutes before we shut things down. And I might give away multiple tickets. I might have multiple winners. It depends how I feel in the next few minutes. All right, final moments here on the MJ Morning Show. And this is breaking, man, but not to us. Michelle and I, we've known about this for a while. And Michelle, my lovely wife, is a champion of this. That if you need a decongestant that works, the stuff that is available on the regular pharmacy shelves these days sucks. What happened? What was it like the 2006? What was it that the FDA remember 2005 or 2006 around there? Back where this audio console is from that is going to die at any moment and take us off the air. But back in like the early 2000s, I think it was 2005, there was something called the Combat Methamphetamine Epidemic Act, because the active ingredient in real Sudafed and Actifed and those type of products contains pseudoephedrine. And pseudoephedrine is one of the ingredients that's used to make methamphetamine. So now, if you want the good stuff, first of all, I think that like Walgreens used to have like Wall Act. And Michelle used to get, for her congestion, she would, go to Walgreens and get, I think they discontinued it. I think they stopped making it. But those are the items that are over the counter. You don't need a prescription, but the products are held behind the pharmacy counter. So you got to get it from the pharmacist or the tech, and then they take your driver's license, they enter the information, because there's a database to prevent you from stocking up and getting enough pseudoephedrine to make crystal meth or methamphetamine. So that's where this all started. But what happened when this Combat Methamphetamine Epidemic Act was passed, it made it more difficult to get the product with the real ingredient, which is pseudoephedrine. It made it more difficult. You got to get it behind the counter. So these companies, they came up with a product with altered ingredients so they could have them on the regular store shelves. But guess what? The FDA advisory panel yesterday came out and said Sudafed, Benadryl, and most decongestants don't work. An advisory panel of the Food and Drug Administration stated yesterday that virtually all over-the-counter OTC decongestants simply don't work. The FDA panel found that phenylephrine, the active ingredient in Sudafed, Benadryl, and Robitussin and other popular decongestants, is nearly useless at reducing nasal congestion. The advisory panel's ruling might lead soon to these oral products being pulled off store shelves nationwide. Now, nasal sprays containing the phenylephrine, those are unaffected. But they're saying that the over-the-counter, so if you can walk into Walgreens or Publix or Walmart, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, your local independent neighborhood drugstore, and on the regular shelves, if you see Sudafed and the Benadryl decongestants, they don't work for decongesting. They just don't work. And this might make the product go away if the FDA is saying you're wasting your money, it's garbage, it doesn't work. Now, the real stuff does work. So the stuff, if you go to your pharmacy and you go to the pharmacist where the prescription drugs are dispensed and they have drugs that are back there that are over the counter, you want the decongestant with pseudoephedrine that actually works. Or, for instance, the one that Michelle loves for decongesting is the combination of pseudoephedrine and tripropylidine, I think is how you say it. It's pseudoephedrine and tripropylidine. That combination, that works. That's the good stuff. But you got to give your driver's license. They limit you to a certain number of grams that you can purchase per month. But that's the real stuff. That works. The crap that's regularly on the store shelves now, the FDA is saying that you're just throwing your money out the window.
Let me tell you about the crap that's on the shelves. The last time I took some, I don't like to take any of that stuff. But you know when you get the little post-nasal drip and it's like, it tickles your throat all night long and you cough the entire night?
Yeah.
And I had that going on and Doug was finally like, you got to take something. You got to do something about this. So I took some Benadryl. It didn't even stop me from having that. Well, but guess what? Guess what did happen to me?
Made you horny?
No, it made my teeth grindy for starters.
Okay.
And then it also made me hallucinate that there had never been a SunPass commuter lane on the Veterans. Remember that?
That's awesome.
Remember that story? I came into work. I'm like, guys.
Hey, the other thing is, if you look up, do cough medicines work? Cough medicines are another multi-billion-dollar scam. Cough medicines do not work. There is nothing that proves. Do me, Froggy, go over to the computer. What time is it? 9:35. All right, I got time.
I got to do more.
Yeah, just walk over to the computer. I'm turning Fester's mic on, so use Fester's mic for a minute. All right, go to Google or go to Bing. Let's support Bing and DuckDuckGo now because of the big antitrust
Screw them going to
lawsuit
Google
coming up. All right, so hurry up. Open up a window.
All right.
Dude, just go to a browser. You're worse than Fester on computers.
Google Maps, okay.
We don't. I don't want Google Maps.
I'm not going there. Hang on.
Oh, my God. All right, do I have to do this myself?
Why can't I do this?
All right, just stop.
I hate internet.
This is unbelievable. That
there.
You and Fester can't use a computer. All right, type in, into the search box, type in, do cough medicines work? Do cough medicines work?
I spell cough? C-O-U-C-H?
C-O-U-G-H. That's
just
couch.
Remember, we're taking a big leap of faith that Google is going to give us the right answer because Google lies a lot.
I'm just telling you right now. A quick review. There is very little evidence that cough syrups work for a cough. And many studies show that it works no better than a placebo, meaning just like a sugar pill. Or just take a teaspoon of ketchup. You know, I'm telling you, the cough syrup, they don't work. Cough, it's another racket. But Michelle, did you text Michelle?
I I did, and she's going to talk to me after the show about it.
Okay. So Michelle, she knows about this. Michelle's known about this for years. You got to get the pseudoephedrine Sudafed, or there are generic products that are made by, pharmaceutical companies that are not name brands that contain the pseudoephedrine with the triprolidine, I think is the other ingredient, and that works. So that's pretty big news. Wow. All right, I'll tell you what, I got a lot more to cover here in the final, 5-6 minutes. But let's give away the Kenny Loggins tickets. Hey, Andrew, how many pair of Kenny Loggins tickets can I give away right now? Give away 2 pair right now?
Whoa.
All right, I'm going to go with caller 105 and caller 106. No, I'm kidding. But remember we did this earlier in the week? That like some former radio guy said, yeah, when a radio station takes caller 100, they never really take caller 100. It's more like caller 12. That's BS.
Lie.
Whenever we say we're taking caller 105, we take caller 105. I'm just not going to saddle Andrew in the final minutes of the show with that many calls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take callers 20 and 21. Callers 20 and 21 right now, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. And we'll give you callers 20 and 21. You'll each get a pair to see Kenny Loggins at the Sound in Clearwater this Saturday night, September 16th, which happens to be Michelle's birthday. Happy birthday, my lovely bride, Michelle.
I asked you what her birthday was the other day, and I could have sworn you said a different day. Because I have it written.
No, I would never.
Okay.
You just didn't know.
What are you on a pseudoephedrine over there?
I think I am.
So, no. We're going to Virginia Beach this weekend to celebrate Michelle's birthday Saturday night.
Okay, I just can't read my own handwriting. That's what it is.
We're going back to our hometown of Virginia Beach where I met lovely Michelle back in March of 1988. We might even go to the Streamers nightclub, which I don't know what it is these days.
Streamers.
All right, so Kenny Loggins at the Sound this Saturday night. Special guest is Pablo Cruz. Wow. I'd be there if I weren't going to Virginia Beach. So call us 20 and 20. All right, we're up to number 19. All right, hang on a sec. All right, so let me take caller 20 live. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Yeah.
All right, turn your radio all the way down.
Okay.
What's your name?
Mike.
Mike, you win. You're caller 20.
All right, great.
Congratulations. All right, hold on a sec. I'm going to put you on hold. Hang on, let me grab 21. Next one is 21. Good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
It's Brian.
Brian, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from my semi, man. I'm driving down I-4.
Excellent.
With all the other crazies.
Yep. Yeah. Brian, you're caller 21. You got the second pair. You win.
Yes, sir. Hey, I enjoy the show, man, and thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Hold on a minute. Hold on, because Andrew's talking to caller 20, and then he'll talk to you, caller 21. Okay, you both win.
Hey, do you have 1 second? Would you like to come for a drive in a semi and do a show on how crazy people drive and on how many times I get the middle finger?
Hell yeah, he does.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, baby. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so, hey, tell me, what do you haul?
I haul tomatoes.
Oh, so like you haul Ruskin tomatoes?
Yo, I'm from Ruskin. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Hang on. I would love to. I would love to ride in your truck. Absolutely.
You know what? MJ could have he could have tomatoes on his lap, and anyone that flips you off, he could throw a tomato at them.
Oh, can we go to Mount Vesuvius and haul some San Marzano tomatoes as well?
Oh, my God.
Hey, we could do it. Wait, I got Romas on right now.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Hey, I got some good-looking Romas.
Oh, see, Roma's, that's like an American-type version. Hey, hold on a minute. I'm going to give you the tickets. Send me an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com.
You got it, buddy. Thank you very much.
Do you have a nice cab?
Yeah, man, that's a 2-seater, but hey, we have plenty of space.
What is it? What is it? An international? Is it a Kenworth? What?
International.
Oh, look, my first guess. All right, send me an email. All right, hold on, and Andrew's going to get your information. Enjoy Kenny Loggins on Saturday night.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
All right, hold on. What if he's going to bring his semi to the parking lot over at the Sound?
Yeah, buddy.
Loaded with tomatoes. All right, so look at that. Call us 20 and 21. 2 great winners right there. All right, so where was I? Anything else we got to do before we get out of here? Man, I have so much stuff.
I send you so much stuff, MJ.
I know. Roxanne, I promise I'm going to dive into your pile. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Tomorrow we're going to get into your pile of stuff. I promise.
And we have a guest coming in tomorrow, surprise guest.
All right, surprise guest tomorrow here on the MJ Morning Show. You going to tell me?
Who'd that be?
You tell me who that surprise guest is going to be?
End of the show.
You're going to what now?
End of the show. Surprise guest. Surprise.
Oh, did you see that mystery yellow line that showed up on I-95 in Jacksonville?
No.
Oh, this is a crazy story. So in Jacksonville on I-95, maybe the most traveled interstate in the entire nation, there's a yellow line that is like in the middle of the lanes that just showed up. It just starts and it zigzags all over I-95 from lane to lane for 20 miles. Not like 20 feet, not like 20 yards, not like a mile, 20 miles. And it's a yellow line and it's confusing people. It's like, well, what do I do? Do I follow this line? And I think they started removing it the other night. They were going to use some kind of a street sweeper with like a wire brush to drive 20 miles to try to scrub this yellow paint. You know what happened?
What?
And a lot of the stories are kind of cagey here, but I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. So a news crew for News 4 Jax, they followed the yellow brick line. Follow the yellow brick line. So one of the reporters and the photographer, they got in their news truck and they literally drove the entire line. And then it exits. And then the line goes down a street. Then the line goes into an industrial park. Then the line goes right into the parking lot of Acme Barricades.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what it was?
What?
It was clearly a line painting truck that was loaded with yellow paint that the device that paints the lines in the road, the spigot was open, or I don't know how you put it. It was totally. I mean, dude, the yellow line for 20 miles goes right to this company that does construction equipment. And they're like, at this point, we don't know who is responsible for Yes, you do. You followed the line to the company right to their freaking front door. It's called Acme Barricades. So, I mean, they need to pick up the tab. But one of their drivers, one of their trucks that obviously does road lines, clearly was loaded with yellow paint for road markings and literally drove with the thing open for 20 miles and laid a line on I-95 for 20 miles. And it leads them right to the front door of the company's responsible.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Someone's fired.
Craziest damn thing in the world. We got to roll, folks. Man, it's been a crazy show. I still have left 50% of the crap on the table. Roxanne's got like 4 great things, which we got to get into tomorrow and on Friday. Folks, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Make sure you give me a follow on Instagram. Check out the rescued pelican from my backyard. It's a crazy story. Good-looking little pelican, the Pelican Brief. See the image of the captured, rescued pelican on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. And if you need to email me, I'm MJ at MJMorningshow.com. Folks, we'll see you tomorrow, and let's be careful out there.